Halo, tadi crash. Kenapa crash ya? Gue bingung, tadi crash.
Where does my resolve come from?
Udah.
To protect her.
Dapat apa-apa dong. Mat. Oke. Sama-sama. Oke, siap, thank you.
Okay. Clara, all the way from Indonesia. Clara, how are you?
Hi Mara, I miss you so much.
I
Ada
miss
tadi
you
ke
so much.
itu ya.
We are so excited here to meet you in Philippines. Mabuhay!
Mabuhay, Clara. It's 1-1 right now. Tied game. Are you guys nervous? Are you nervous right
Of
now?
course, we are nervous, but we are so happy to see Onyx play. And they're so energetic, and we trust Onyx with all of our heart.
Okay, I want to see the energy there in Indonesia. How about you show us around?
Sure. Mara kepengen lihat guys, semangat dari kita tunjukin ya. And it's only not a half, it's so little here. We are still have there, and in this side, we have some new ton because they win the battle this early evening. We want to show you and the world, guys. So
Let's hear it.
let's go.
Semuanya. Sawit ada Odin. Di atas sawit ada Odin. Odin.
Love it. Okay.
Empor kanan Indonesia.
energy there. So I'm gonna need backup. Bees! Where are you at, Bees? Come on over. Come here, come here. I need a little bit of help. I'm gonna need your help here. Indonesia is showing us their energy. So we need to show them how we do it here for AP brand in the Philippines.
Lomba, lomba.
Go first.
Okay, okay.
All right. Filipinos! When I say AP, you say bread. AP! AP! When I say AP, you say bread. AP! AP! AP bread! AP bread! Louder!
AP brand.
Stronger!
AP brand.
Fiercer!
AP brand.
Let's go!
AP brand. AP brand. Okay, Clara, what do you guys have?
Oh my God, I'm amazed with Filipinos crowd, but we got more. We got more. We have more. Kita punya satu spesial. Tadi ini baru. Ini boleh. Let's go.
Kalau saya bilang siapa yang juara, pokoknya paham? Siapa yang
Who is the
juara?
champion?
Siapa yang juara? Siapa yang juara? Onyx yang juara pasti Onyx. Go! Onyx!
They
Go!
said-
Onyx!
We said, who's gonna be the champion? They said, Onyx. Who's gonna be the champion? They said, Onyx. So we got there the energy again that we want the crowd and the champion, Mara.
It's so lovely to have you here. You know what? How about everybody in this stadium? When I say go, you all say Onyx. Go,
Onyx!
go. How about for AP brand? When I say AP, you say brand. AP, AP. Clara, this is one intense fight. 1-1, it is tied. This is anybody's ball game. So how about we go back to game number 3? We're gonna head it back to our casters. Bye, Clara. Casters, pasok.
Salamat, Mara. Love you.
What do you mean? What do you mean listen to you? What do you mean listen to you? What do you mean listen to you, man?
But we will be in
No.
this video anyways. It's called the
No.
gentleman's
1-1.
league. This is
1-1.
the
We just won
hospitality
game
of
number 2,
the
man.
Philippines.
No.
What are you doing
1-1.
now? Come on,
LaFell,
man.
say something, man.
Guys, I'm a Malaysian. I can't relate.
Okay.
I
That's fair.
want to cheer too.
That's fair, you know? Okay, you know what? Let's stop for his sake, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
If only-
at least next year you have
Dude,
Malaysia.
if only the camera was on us,
Yeah.
they could have seen something cool. But either way, it's going into game number 3, man. This game, we start off like this is a boxing match, man.
Yeah.
One takes a punch, and then someone else dishes it back. At this point, I'm impressed that the players have room to breathe.
For sure, man. They've been beaten to a pulp, both of them right now, from 2 games of complete team fights. Crazy mechanical duels, and now we get to see even more. We've only seen the start of it. Remember, 2 games out of 7.
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. Speaking of a 1-2 punch, you guys can get TikTok drops. Watch for 3 minutes, and you can win 1 TikTok viewer chest. Watch for 5 minutes or more, and you can win TikTok Deluxe chest. Watch for like what, 2 more hours, and you can play like Sans.
Just watch it until the end, right? Then you can play like Gila Sans or Gila Kaltizi, because he was kind of Gila in game 1, bro.
There's so many gila moments.
Okay,
or
what is
crazy
crazy in
moments.
Tagalog?
Baliw.
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 Baliw view.
Baliw view.
Baliw view.
That might be it.
Doesn't work that way, but yeah, sure.
See this? Guy who made the joke, guy who said it first. Something like that, right?
Yeah,
It cut out before. I could read it.
I'm amazed that even without your glasses, you can still see.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Mirko. He broke his glasses, but he's still moving in strong.
Yeah, somebody with the
Grand
extra
final
glasses can
I feel like I cast better without the glasses now.
Hey, you know what?
you're better than great.
You're better than great.
You're better than
exactly,
great.
exactly. Going into this game, we saw the difficulties coming in from both teams. CW on that Claude. Does it have to be respected with the ban? Oh, and we see Cheryl Yao here
Okay.
going for Onyx.
So SG
Okay.
is with Onyx. Is that right?
How is that?
wait.
okay.
What
this
is
guy
this?
is like,
Onyx
next to
on
me
the
is
left?
Onyx, and next to
Brand.
me is AB Brand.
He's neutral.
Are you Malaysian?
Are you Malaysian, sir? I don't think he is.
Either ways, going back to the topic, should the Claude be respected in terms of the bans?
The Claude should not be respected when it comes to the bans, but should be respected when it comes to the answer to the late game, for example. Bruno, surely a great hero in the late game, but maybe they should match that. They should have a hero that can destroy the CW in the late game.
Itu
That
apa?
being said, we're jumping into the drafting
Bikin don,
phase
bikin don,
for
bukan
game
itu.
number 3.
Bukannya
where both
apa?
teams, they can take a punch, but more importantly, they can dish out the punch.
Jatuhin
We're
mental
looking
itu.
here, looking like both teams have already banned quite a few
Kalau
heroes here.
Susan emang suka
We're just waiting
recall-recall.
on the first pick. Looks like AB Brand will be the first pick, and Onyx will be second pick, banning out the Kaja, the Joy, and 1-1 for Onyx, banning out the Matilda, Nolan, as well as Guinevere. First pick, Frederick for AB Brand. Onyx follows up with the Theramis, as well as the Bruno.
Ooh, great choices here, but we've seen from the 2 games right now, blue side 100% win rate, right?
Yep. And I think Valen and Claude could be good for AP Brand. Claude obviously great against the Faramis, great against the Bruno. Valentina can be able to copy that Faramis. The only next option might be Lilia, so I'm thinking Lilia or Valen with the Claude here for AP Brand.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like if you don't take those options, it is going to be banned out for you. Let's
right.
go 7 games. Oh,
Okay.
yes, we do want 7 games. Let's go!
Let's go, 7 games. You also have a picture of Alien there from Fireflux. Shout out to Alien if he's watching this.
That's right.
And again, looking at this, I agree 100% with you, Wolf. So it looks like they're going for a different angle here. They're picking up
Totally
the
different.
Brody as well as the Arlip, but we can see when it comes to the fights, they can fight a lot of CC here.
Yep. And that's a combo. Like Fredrin Arlet, it's a combo because you have supplementary stuns that can allow the Arlet to have so much dashes, unlimited dashes, unlimited ways to sustain himself.
Very
How to
crowded
join
real.
it. Yep.
I mean, you said a 4-0.
And it's not 4-0, so that part of the curse is real already.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So again, going back into the draft here, I like what you said, Wolf. A lot of vengeance coming in from this Arlet because of all the CCs coming in from AB Brand. Most wanted, Nolan is the most contested hero. Banner pick 143 times in 145 games, 99% ban and pick rate. And now Onyx, they're going with an Akai, banning out the Novaria as well.
Now my question is this the most like contested pick of all time, or was the Fredrin even more contested at M4?
I don't know, but either way for M5, it's not Nolan, it's a Yeslin.
Yeslin. Well, technically Nolan, because we don't get to see him a lot.
Okay, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Neverland.
Well, we do get to see him, so it's not never. Never say never, man. All right, Wolf, take over.
Yep. Nolan, obviously Nolan is one of the strongest heroes, but so is the Novaria in the hands of AP Brand. I think the few is very comfortable with this hero, despite, you know, having to face the Faramis. The thing with Novaria is it's a threat when you don't have the dive. So Onyx banning out this Novaria kind of tells me they will not go for any kind of dive kind of composition. Maybe on the XP lane, but overall they will close this out with a front-to-back composition. Maybe secure the Minotaur, maybe secure the Tigreal as their frontliners, or maybe even a Ruby again for Keyboy.
Yeah, honestly, having that Novaria with the Fredrin as well is going to be very difficult for you to fight around the turtle here. With Onyx, it looks like having the Akai is going to protect the backlines here, so perhaps they're fleeing again for CW. So Onyx going into this match, going up against AB Brand, they're really putting a lot of pressure on CW shoulders.
What's interesting is the fact that they are ignoring the Valentina completely. It feels like
sir.
they want the Valentina. We will overload you with more ultimates. Already an Akai and a Faramis.
Which is crazy because you have so many good ultimates to copy, and they're just forcing the Valentina out. Meaning to say that they know that the AP Brand will not have a good time with that Valentina.
We got to have this conversation as well. Going up against the Bruno, I kind of feel like the distance Valentina goes in is going to be a little bit easier for Bruno to deal out the damage compared to the Novaria as well as the Lilia. So I think this is solidifying Wolf's theory about how the draft, they're not going to go for dive.
Yeah, they're not going to go for dive. So Minotaur should be the ban here for AP Brand. I want to give that. Even when you have access to Valentina, that's a hero that will make Onyx really comfortable. What was that?
Wait.
Let me just see here. I'm not seeing a ban. So
Seems like there's no ban.
No ban for AP Brand?
Is that a mistake? It has to be, right?
It has to be. We're talking about Nolan, not no ban.
Whoa. I mean, I don't know how we're...
Okay, they're solving it. They're solving it for sure.
Yeah, for now, again, we're just looking into the situation. And when I say looking into the situation, we're turning around and we're looking at the players. I don't know. I don't see a lot of reaction coming in.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay, but okay, we can see here that they are discussing. So
Yeah.
I feel like Onyx, they're just waiting to see what is going to be the result. If not, we're just going to continue the pick and bans like normal. So it's not getting picked up. There is a bit of dive. If this draft goes through.
Yeah. How do you recover now if you're AP Brand? I mean, obviously we were
Mind
talking about
games.
Minotaur, but could be mind games.
Could be, right?
AP Brand still has the Valentina, but maybe they consider Angela now, the heroes that they have. And then, how about Diggy actually for AP Brand? Diggy and Lapu-Lapu. Diggy and perhaps Valen. You know?
That's a good choice. Diggy, Valentina, you steal one of the ultimates, and then the other one is used to just force the team.
Spicy.
Okay.
Very spicy. I'm not against it. I'm really not against it, especially going up against Onyx here, where you want to contest the neutral objectives. Having a lot of damage before the fight starts is going to help out, especially because they banned out the Novaria, probably because of that reason.
Gord.
Oh.
And the Lapu.
Hey, the panelists talked about it. Hey, listen, right?
Okay.
So we got word that, okay, we're going through with this, but we got to talk about the score because even the panelists has talked about this is the new age of an Eve, new age of a Farsa. So it's all about zone control.
Gord is great versus Faramis overall.
But against Yuzong,
But against Yuzong, no, against Akai.
Yuzong,
Oh man, that's a weird pick. But of course, AP Brand, they might be able to make it work. Which means Onyx can just go for something like Ruby to defend themselves, right? Someone who can tank the damage of the Gord, the front lines. They still have the Minotaur as well. They have so many heroes for keyboard. Even a choke could work in this particular scenario.
Definitely, against a Brody, right? I mean, that's usually the green
Wait,
light to
Ganti.
go
Got
for
it.
a big pick. And hey, you
There
call
you
it,
go.
Mr.
Got it.
Wolf. The choke comes in. But yeah, to confirm to everybody who's still wondering, no ban, that is indeed what you see. No ban coming in from
Mind
AP
games.
Bren. Mind games.
Mind games, AP Brand wants to give a statement. Against Onyx, we just need 4. And here's the thing.
But if they lose, right?
But is it not impressive if they win, though?
It would
If
be.
they win, though.
If they win, it would
If
be
they win.
impressive, amazing. But
Yeah.
then I gotta ask, if they lose with 4 bans, that mistake could be like a
Oh, man.
bit costly.
Oh, obviously. I mean, you're gonna be scratching your head so much, and you're gonna be filled with regret afterwards.
Well,
With this just tells us that AP Brand just needs to win.
Yeah.
while we're jumping into this game, hit scratcher or not, we gotta see. With AP Brand coming in with the mind games, is it enough to shake the Sky King Sonic? Or will they continue to show that they are untouchable? We're going into game number 3.
Be scary. I'm actually scared for the Gord in the early stages, just mainly because of the Yuzhong, the Akai, and then you have the supplement of this show. And even then, we were talking about no dive from the side of Onyx, but then if you realize after the Yuzhong as well as the Joe pick, with the Faramis intact, that means that they have the green light. They have the license to get into the backlines now. The first 3 picks coming out from Onyx might not be dive heroes, but with the Faramis in combination with the Cho as well as the Yuzhong, that's gonna be scary. I'm legit scared for this Gord.
Well, Flicker very aggressively in the start of the game. Super Marco taken low, but look at the decision to not flicker back. He decides to walk away, but he will pay with us a lot of HP.
Now we got to see how CW manages the lane because it looks like Super Marco, even though he was chunked up quite a bit, he is going to be able to last hit that gold minion there. So good effort coming in from Onyx, but Super Marco sticks to his guns, staying in the lane.
Looking at the other lanes, it's Lapu-Lapu versus the Yuzhong. I believe that FlapTZ will have a great time this game. I think that overall, this was probably the best pick here for AP Brand. Great versus the Faramis. Obviously great against CWs. And CW did not go for the Purify, went for the Flicker. That's going to be a target for sure for FlapTZ.
And right now looking at the battle here, Sans started the battle off, being very proactive around the map, trying to target Super Marco here. So the question is for Onyx, as well as AP Brand, which is the lane that's going to be targeted? Are they actually going to put a lot of pressure on the gold lane? Or they're going to put a lot of pressure, as we see right now, perhaps in the EXP lane?
Yeah. EXP lane for sure, because they need to team fight around the turtle. Very important for AP Brand as well as Onyx to get this first turtle.
Right, the turtle is going to be the name of the game, and we got to look at the boots coming in. If he gets level 4, as well as FlapTZ, both can dive, and both can dive very, very hard, but FlapTZ goes in off his hands.
No flicker on Sans, you gotta remember it. You go all in for AP Bren. They find first blood by catching Sans off guard. Meanwhile, Kyrie holding onto the turtle. Calteezy still has that red tree. Keyboard's looking for the flank. Few Gonna be spotted out. Heavy spin still ready for Kyrie. Jumps in. Oh! What? It's Flapteasy who gets the steal on the turtle. Now, furious dive defensively by Boots. Ogwen following through. Kalteasy doing the same thing. Keyboy. Jikundo to the front. Boots gonna be chunked down by Ogwen. Boots running away still. Ogwen still chasing. A big vengeance. The final slash. Resetting. Raven Spider by Flap. No flicker committed. No flicker to be used. Onyx still hovering over the orange buff right now. Flapteasy looks for the steal. Jumps in. Sans doing some damage back. Raven Spider, the third spot gonna be used up right now. Mystic Gush! No flicker used. Flap! He didn't just steal the turtle. He stole the orange buff too.
Allow me to
Fokus
say,
nonton ko.
Onyx is free because I don't think I would ever say this, but
1v1 and outplay from Sans pops.
Gue,
Another realm clutch.
gue fokus nonton itu.
Oh my AP Brand with Ogwen as well as Flapteasy.
Cuma RRQ gue fokus nonton. Kalau RRQ lebih seru mainnya.
Because it was cooling down. He was 2 seconds away from the retribution to be off cooldown. But then, Flapteasy steals that orange.
dual hero here, statistic as well, 70% win rate for Bruno and Fermis whenever they're paired up together. I was about to say, I kind of feel like Boots made a mistake because he was going down and he was going to, oh, but before that, CW gets engaged on.
Good stun over, flicker, backwards from CW. Keyboy with the way to Dragon defensively now as that's the Mystic Projectile not connecting. Keyboy has got some stacks onto him, but Super Marco won't decide to pop that torn apart memory. Kalteasy will decide to invade the enemy jungle 2 levels ahead. Who gets it? Was that Kyle?
Dude, at this point, even though Kai was able to scare it, but again, the difference there, 2 levels, that's a big impact, Wolf.
Absolutely. And this is going to be a big problem for Onyx, especially because they're facing up against Brody Lapu Lapu. We're talking about the problems for few, but now you can disregard that totally because they've created 4 problems
Metanya
for
itu
Onyx
sama
to solve.
cara mainnya itu apa ya?
It's not a priority at all.
Kayak orang
for
bikin
Onyx.
At this point, AP Brand, they can pick up the tempo
apa
because
namanya?
for Lapu Lapu level 4 is
Bisa
all
hibur
you need.
itu loh
And now
penonton.
with all the advantages coming in from Super Marco, I feel like he's just moments away from his
Jago
second
dia
item.
bikin
And then once he gets the second item, he's
ininya.
moving with the team.
Okay, but
Hibur
Flapteasy on the other
penonton
side
dia.
gets picked off. Super Marco tried to go for Boots there, but Kyle will be able to trade it back for a neutral objective. He
Mainnya
knows the
cepet ya
info.
kayaknya
Kyrie has
berdua
used
ya.
his red tree, and he goes straight for the purple buff.
Mainnya
Keyboy,
cepet mulu.
Jikundo not connecting. Ogwen connecting on his first skill. Now Onyx will lose out on the purple buff.
Onyx
Kalteasy
harusnya
steals
jangan
it
ikutin.
away, invades Onyx jungle.
Right now, I think it's a little bit rough for
Onyx
Kyrie,
tipenya ini
but
soalnya.
I think it's fine for him, especially as an Akai. But
Musim depan ada pemain
right now,
baru
the
ya.
space given to CW having 1 kill, but I kind of feel like they're still targeting him here.
The turret eater, Super Marco Keyboy finds a Jikundo away the dragon, but it's only onto the offside. Super Marco flickers back to safety. And now Kyle's locking Keyboy down. Another realm HP. Tell me
Lemon
the appraiser's
Field.
wrath. The taunt connects and Keyboy will lose his
Aduh.
life. Whoa, Ogwen takes it away. Vengeance.
Mainnya kacau.
At this point again, AP Brandon gets beat up. Flap was caught. He still wants to fight.
And he does fight. Getting onto the back, CW forced a slight tackle defensively. AP Brandon bought enough time for the rest of the members to come through in the mid lane.
And even with that play, that's going to be net positive for AP Brand. Forcing out the
Kali-kala
heavy spin.
kata lu tuh
And Suns
susah.
cannot do anything at this point but to wait for their moments. Kalteasy with the blade armor pickup. This is going to be massive. 3.4k compared to Kyrie. He's only secured 2,500 gold. And even the XP is going to be bad. This is going to be a snowball. At the AP Brand, especially their jungle, this is what they need and this is what they get. Oh man.
Flanking maneuver on the CW, a bravest fighter from Flapteasy. No, it's Onyx. Ogwen going to be kicked back to the turret range right now with a Hallo
Putar,
Shadow
kelar.
Stampede. Bringing it back all the way through. Is that Mystic
Tarik.
Gush from Phil? Melts them down. Keyboy falls, but Boots gets a double onto Flapteasy now. Sans looking for another opening in this skirmish. Super Marco with an aggressive
Iya,
dash
kalau
forward. Kyrie looking to go for this
Cuman
orange
dia
up right now.
apa,
Appraiser's Wrath secures
yang
the
sekarang
orange buff
nggak
away from
gitu bisa
Kyrie.
ngikutin
2 levels
dia.
ahead, and they're looking to go for the purple buff next.
Dude, right now, I'm worried Super Marco just got that malefic roar. This is what all he wants. This is what all he needs. At this point, AP Brand can say, you know what, I'm not looking at minions, man. I'm looking at heroes.
He used the red tree though, Kalteasy, because he knows there's no way Onyx can contest.
He knows it. That's because Carrie's half HP. No matter what happens, they will be able to win the turtle fight. And even in Onyx wins the retreat battle afterwards, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna be taken out. AP Brent's snowball is just online.
Dude, look at that cheer, man. Kyle secures the turtle. At this point, AP Brand, huge power spike. Absolutely huge. Because not just Super Marco
Kalau Onyx
securing
tipe
them from the before,
apa?
but few as well getting the ice
Late
queen
game
one.
dia.
Now
Makanya
Keyboy
kalau dia
has to get
mainnya
away. For Onyx,
bisa nahan late
what
game
are
nih.
they waiting for? Well, what is going to be the power spike for Onyx that gives them the green light to fight back?
Maybe when they have level 15 on Kyrie, maybe if they have level 15 on CW, that should be the only option. And when will that happen ever? 16 minutes, 18 minutes? They have to buy the time. They have 9 minutes to buy everyone. Now, Onyx definitely not in good shape to fight now.
Yeah, looking at the items as well, a 1-item lead for the mid laner for AB Brand.
Yeah, it's a 1,000 gold lead between the mid laners. That's something we don't get to see a lot from, but few on this board so far, absolutely lethal. Ogwen trying to chunk Keyboy down. Meanwhile, the rest of the team trying to look for a dive.
And right now, Onyx, they're in turtle position. This is Onyx being defensive. This is Onyx understanding the game. They can't take unnecessary damage. They can't take unnecessary risk. So try to feed as much gold as you can. But looking at how AB Brand is playing, Kyrie is going to be a little bit starved. So he's going to get that level 15 much later.
3 levels down. Keyboy now going to be engaged on his signature Cho. Final slash canceled away as Shunfu getting out, but not from the taunt and the Mystic Gush. Even the Netherrealm comes in late. Super Marco, turn of our memory. Boots gets out in time. Ogwen diving in. Petrify, locking him down. Sans pulls Kyle. Ogwen flickers out of the Stampede. Up top, a turret traded in. CW finds it, but Flapteasy might be looking. No, he falls back.
The good thing about that is AP Brand were able to force out some of the battle spells, the Petrify coming up from Boots as well as Sans' Flicker. They did have to spend some of their Flickers, but the fact that they have forced Onyx to remove all of their resources means that they can take the Lord fight so easily. 12-9. That's the difference between Kaltizi and Kyrie.
Right now, looking at the formation here, Lord Dance initiated by AB Brand, doing quite a lot of damage to Lord. Onyx, they're spread out. AB Brand, they're clumped up together. Ogwen sees Boots. Conceal.
Conceal coming down. The Rectory will be won by Kyle. Teasy. And now they're looking to collapse. They're looking to punish any maneuver. Kyle Teasy locking Keyboy down. Kyrie walking on the other side of the map, and Onyx will be able to disengage. The Lord given over to AP Brett.
Sans now having the Lightning Truncheon is going to help him out when he wants to defend the base, but is it enough, Wolf?
Yeah, it's not going to be enough for now, for sure. I think that the best scenario now for Onyx is if they don't lose any of their inhibitors. It's going to be a tall order.
One
Kyle.
stab. Kyle takes it.
Dude, damage dealt? Is this for real?
It is for real.
Ogwen doing the most. Ogwen doing the most, few second place. But the damage from Sans looks like it is going to be enough. So I kind of feel like I agree with Wolf, just Lightning Truncheon. Can't do it just yet, but Keyboy goes in.
That's a lockdown, but a Mystic Gush connects to the backline. Flapteasy will fall before Onyx frontline does. Now it's a lockdown. Oh, Sans gets wiped. AP Brent blitzed him down, bursted him out.
Now AP Brand, 7,000 gold lead. Moving forward, they're looking at the inhibitor. Holy defense use.
Oh! Again, back-to-back! A quick stab from Kyle Teasy. And Onyx is lost again on one member. The laser not quite in range. Onyx still able to defend from the first lord of the game. Mystic projectile, side tackle for CW, but it's not going to be enough to get him out of range. Even with the splash from the turret, Onyx lose a base turret with the first lord of AP Bren.
And now, Black Dragon form used by
Oh,
Gila, sakit tuh.
memory. Oh my goodness
Naganya
gracious.
berkurang.
Boots was almost melted down.
Naga terbang bisa berkurang tuh.
Let me
Ultinya
just say,
siapa ya?
AP Brand, their mind games is working.
Yep,
It's working.
it's working. And the thing is, losing Sans twice in a row. I mean, losing him once, that's fine because they were able to get the kill out of Flapteasy, but losing him the second time meant that they will not be able to defend two of their turrets.
Uh-oh. That's a poke down onto Kyrie right now. Another round. Not,
Tarik.
oh, it's going to be in time. Keyboy finds a good way to the Dragon, but it's not going to be able to survive.
Aduh,
This onslaught
kau
of damage
mati
boots.
ya, saya
Finds a
ditembak.
Petrify,
Wah.
wind of nature.
Ya.
But still Sparkle falls. The Ghostbursters able to take him down. CW dealing some damage, but AP Brent decide to disengage. 2 for 1 in favor still of AP Brent.
Look at the items. Well, what else does Onyx need?
Another defense item for Kyrie for sure, because you see that when he turns up into the fight, even when he's not dying, he's put so low that the heavy spin is not going to be utilized. properly. So he needs a second item for sure. We have Sky Guardian helmet eventually for him to be able to tank up. And then eventually a Radiant Armor. They definitely need Radiant Armor here from Onyx. Somebody has to take it. Otherwise, Few will just destroy them.
CW looking like he wants a Demon Hunter Sword as well to be able to deal enough damage because Kyle TZ has been soaking up so much damage coming in from CW. Right now, Onyx, they're at the back foot, but again,
Biasanya dia
they've
quarter
been in
bang nggak
this
bisa
situation
itu.
time and time again. So I kind of feel like every brand they can't fall asleep here. They got to make sure tighten the gameplay and make sure they don't make a mistake coming in.
Stampede from Sans. A resource used up. Kyrie poked down by Ogwen. And also by Few. Kyle holding the Lord. Pinned down. Final slash used up already. Sans. Shadow Stampede once again. Mystic Projectile connecting. Chunking Sans for a bit. Onyx are still hovering over.
Watch out, Marco.
Right now, Keyboy used the conceal, but immediately found out. I don't know how Keyboy can go in, man. He has to make some kind of miracle play. Sans, even he can't find any angles.
He has a flicker.
Yeah.
Onyx looks like they have to disengage.
They have to. There's no way they can contest an AP. Bren capitalize. A free Lord in the 13th minute.
Right now, Onyx, they have to defend. At this point, too much damage, man, being dealt out by Discord. They got the Yuzong, but the Yuzong can't even go in. He flies, and immediately AB Bren strikes and force him down to the ground. Boots can't do much here.
Radiant Armor picked up by Kyrie. Keyboy has his flicker back. Sans is the most important hero for now, for Onyx. And he might be Final Slash. That's going to be a problem for the side of Onyx.
Ogren looking for an angle right now. Mystic Gush on Kyrie. Heavy spin with another realm right now. The Lord's going to be dealt with right now. Keyboy jumps into the back, not able to find an angle. Stunned up, chain CC. Keyboy taken out. Sauce with flicker. Shadow Stampede. A Brazier Splat connecting on CW. But it's still going to be able to dish out some damage. Flap TZ with the Brazier Spider. Onto the back with the flicker as well. Boots finds a better fire on the Cal TZ. Final slash, bringing it back, but he finds the kill. He dies instead. CW going for the waves right now. One more of the waves coming down. Sans taken out by Super Marco. It's CW versus the world. A slight tackle. But what is the member supposed to do? Will AP Bren just lock on to the turrets?
AP Bren strikes back. Even though they won the previous game, but they're like, we're in this. The score now, ladies and gentlemen, 2-1 for AP Bren.
And who needs the 5th ban, right? Especially when you drafted this Lapu-Lapu together with the Gourd. And we kind of criticized the first try with the Gourd, but the Lapu-Lapu made so much sense. In combination with this art, that tempo that AP Bren played in, Onyx just can't breathe.
I gotta say, man, this mind games is crucial for this best of 7. With that being said, here's the thing. A lot of things happen in this game. We gotta throw it over to Leo as well as Gideon.
Darn right, LaFell. A lot of things that need to be broken down here at the panelist area. So far, so good, but the real question that I think it's on everybody's mind. Coach Ducky, Coach Ren, was that a mistake or was it all part of a big grand plan?
Given how amazing AP Bren controlled the early, late to mid, I can't even say if the mid or the late happened where it did because of how well they forced the advantage. They bulldozed through Onyx, choked out all their resources, and made it seem like they got all the heroes they wanted anyways, and put Onyx where they needed to be to go 2-1 already, this deep into the series.
Like, truly, it's interesting to see. Did it come to a point where everything fell according to plan, so much so that they didn't even need that final ban at the end of the day? Or was it really just nicely done? The team played perfectly well. Let's not forget the fact that they could stack their CC almost immaculately. But I think we have to talk about our MVP here, brought to you by the Republic of Gamers. Give it up for your boy, Few, leading the team, but playing hard to get.
The way Few played this Gourd, one could not believe that he even went deathless, all right? There's a Yuzong on the other side. There is an Akai on the other side. All heroes meant to find and displace Few, but still he went 4-0-5. Hell, homie's not even rocking Wilderness Blessing.
He's not. He's being greedy with it. Just the quick agility. He even takes Mystery Shop on top of it all. I don't know. He gets away with too much, and I think, you know, a lot of these older picks, as we jump into the highlights, is going to make a lot more sense here, right? Early stages of the game, you have to admit that Ogwin was doing a great job, not only disrupting recalls, but better yet, slowing down Kyrie in his own jungle.
Not just, you also have Kyle Teasy, who's constantly pushing the advantage. He knows that if I can take everything away from Kyrie, his heavy spins are almost always constantly going to be defensive. And if that's one out of the equation, the Yu Zhong isn't even really a problem.
Exactly. Now, the best part about the composition is that you have a lot of these enablers with strong CC, but you can't cash it out without the right damage. And that's where Few comes in, right? Great communication between Ogwin and Few. Great communication between Kyle Teasy and Few. And I would even make an argument that even Flap was being part of that equation.
That's right, constantly threatening with the bravest fighter, and that just left Super Marco with what we would like to call in the business a gold lane experience. What a performance by Few. What a performance by the MVP. And Gideon, come here, let me tell you a little something, all right? Few is a two-time SEA Games gold medalist.
He's two-time SEA Games gold medalist? No way! I mean, that's not even all. He was part of the original roster when they crushed it at the World Championships at M2!
With that said, let's go ahead and check out the emblem loadout here. So far, we pinpointed the fact that it was a little greedy. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a single wilderness blessing from AP Brand, save for Ogwin, right? Ogwin needs to be where he needs to be, and he needs to save up his kit for when he's going to compromise Onyx with those final slashes, which he did, like, say, almost on the dot whenever it came off of cooldown.
Yeah, no, I think what's really interesting overall, right, when we're looking at the emblems, even the item builds start to get just a little bit greedier. Let's hop onto it right now, because as we can see, clearly Kyrie is so under-farmed, right? Can't do much about it. But then we jump over to people like Owen, people like Super Marco, people like, especially when it comes down to Few, he needs to be greedy, right? He's looking for the Ice Queen's wand to slow down his opponents, but more importantly, making sure that he quickly gets that Lightning Truncheon so that he can maintain his speed at all times.
Looking at Onyx in their early to mid transition, it was clear that Sans was still playing Gila. He was still trying to displace the cores of AP Brand, and the fact that he can only really find Super Marco made Few's transition into an MVP core winning performance all the more easy. Because look, even the purples got compromised. Even Few was taking a little bit away from Kyrie, and that's what allowed for them to barrel on forward. Because even if Onyx could find a solid heavy spin, that could have been the saving grace. That could have allowed for the little bit of damage from Onyx to come through and punish, but that never happened.
But that was only one part of the equation, right? When you've neutered Kyrie, now, then all your focus is on our sandbag here, Mr. Keyboy. Every single time he tries to go in for that big dive on towards Few's side, he gets punished each and every time. There's just too many layers that he has to get through just to get on top of Few, whether it be the final slash, whether it be the energy eruption, or even the bravest fighter who was starting to give him issues.
Yep, looking at the damage dealt again, Sans a hair ahead of CW, who had a decent amount of farm. Truth be told, a lot of the firepower from AP Brand was being laid on to Onyx Peel, onto Onyx front line. And that said, it's just a matter of what you got and how you use it. Onyx can't use it effectively. They have solid damage, they have solid output. It's just, it wasn't allowed to effectively excel.
Unironically even, I feel like even when you're locked into farm, as you're trying to play a team fight composition designed around just finding the right team fight around neutral objectives specifically, that might have been the big punishing moment, right? Because you don't have those small skirmishes, you don't have those messy fights, you don't have those enablers anymore. You must move as 5, and you cannot divide and conquer.
With that said, Onyx now down to their, I'd say, few left straws. There's a lot left in the tank for Coach Yeb and Coach Addy. So with that said, I hope they're ready to regroup and reset because there's a lot left in this series. Let's throw over to Odin. She's outside. Let's see what's happening at the M5 Stadium.
Hi guys, this is your very own Odin. Magandang gabi, and we're outside Rizal Memorial Coliseum. And happening right now is a watch party. You can watch Under the Stars with your friends. And if you were not able to secure a ticket, and if you're in Metro Manila, go over here because the night is not yet over. Experience everything for free. No, not the merch, just the experience. And let's go get some fans to interview in the watch party that's happening. Oh, there are some guys here that are having a picnic. Hi, hello. You are live. What's your name, guys?
Kate, hello.
Hi, Kate.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Aika. Hello. Can I join your picnic? Yes. Oh, so how's the experience here in the watch party?
It's fun. It's like a music festival / gaming convention.
Wow, it's like the first time that we're holding it here.
Super saya. So, punta kayo dito.
Super saya is super fun.
Yeah, actually, mas maganda feeling ko kasi damo ko yung Tagalog cast. So, mas na-energize ako manood. Lalo na grand finals eh.
He's getting energized watching here because we are watching the Filipino broadcast here in the watch party. So guys, who are you rooting for in this grand finals?
Ako basta Pilipinas panalo naman eh, kahit sino manalo dyan eh. Pinas for the win.
Whoever wins, Pinas for the win. Oh, that's not clear, huh? How about you?
I'm rooting for the ROG phone.
You want the phone? I also want that too. How about you?
Ako, andito ako kasi support na ako si Kyrie. Go, Kyrie!
Here to support Kyrie. So you guys don't have a vote in common. No. That's why you're there and they're here. Are you guys sharing some food?
Yes. Naugutom na kasi kami, so habang nanonood, kumakain.
While watching, they're eating because there's a food part right there. So thank you so much, guys. You got a shirt, M5 shirt. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's my birthday today. Thank you so much. This is courtesy of Kidia. So I'm giving this to you because you're rooting for the Philippines. Thank you. So let's get another fan. Who am I gonna be with tonight? Hi! Hello! Are you alone tonight?
Kasama ko po mga kaibigan ko.
Oh, so you're with your friends. Where are your friends? Oh, hi friends. They're there. What's your name?
Sandy. Sandy po.
Sandy. What a cute name. So who are you rooting for tonight?
Actually, Onik.
Onyx. You're rooting for Onyx. Why Onyx?
Based po sa playstyle po nila. Tsaka po kay Kyrie.
Oh, simply because of Kyrie. Kyrie, you're so handsome. Even boys vote for you. Yeah. How is the experience here in the watch party?
It's good po. And basta po masaya po dito.
Basta, it's fun. So, we're gonna give you a signed shirt courtesy of Kidia. Congratulations, Sandy. Any message to Onyx? Show it.
Onik, galingan po sana ng Onik. And Kyrie, ganti mo po yung AP Brand. Ganti mo po yung blacklist.
Okay, anyway, Kyrie get a revenge for blacklist according to Sandy. Thank you so much, Kidia, for this very beautiful shirt.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And that is the watch party happening outside Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Experience this now. Let's go, guys. Hi, guys.
You know what? Two things I want to shout out. First of all, happy birthday, Odin. And second of all, shout out to the crowd here. They're very responsive. AP Brand, yay! You don't see AP Brand? Boo!
I like you know what I like? I like the fact that they boo Onyx, and then once the camera turns to Kyrie, they're like, yeah!
Kyrie!
It's, oh man.
Dude, it's an experience being here at Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
Oh, man.
I mean, for you guys that's not here, you guys are missing out. But if you don't want to miss out anything more, make sure you guys catch the TikTok drops. Watch for 3 minutes, and you can win 1 TikTok viewer chest watch for 5 minutes or more, you can get TikTok Deluxe Chess, and you can wish Odin happy birthday.
Yeah, well, you can do that without doing it, but it'll
Yeah,
be
but-
cooler if you supported her job, right?
Yeah, just tell her like, hey, Odin, I got a TikTok Deluxe Chess.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't read. I don't understand.
Did you read?
Yeah, it means that the Philippines is still strong, and M5 is here. And M5 the championship will be for the Philippines.
Ooh.
Oh, you're translating now? I feel
Wait,
like
you
was short.
understand Tagalog?
Yeah, yeah,
Are you
Big-
Filipino?
yeah.
Are you Ocho Gahaba? Wait,
That's
sorry,
not-
sorry,
that's not related.
No, sorry,
We tried.
That's not
That was a
related.
good curveball.
NT.
You know, what kind of can I use now?
5th anniversary sa M5. What does that mean, Wolf?
5th anniversary in M5. Come,
You understand Tagalog?
And English.
and
And
English.
English.
Congratulations.
Sana all. That's a massive Sana all.
That's
Do you
cool.
understand Indo?
Bip.
Wow.
How do you understand Indo? Have you worked
Isa
with
harus
any
eh.
Indonesians?
Now I listened to We Own This many times.
All right. Now going back into the game here. Again, the score right now is 2-1. Looking at game number 2, what is percentages-wise Onyx making this a 2-2?
Very high chance. I think 60%, I would say.
60%.
Because what I want this series to be is like one team gets the first win, and then the
Time to drop the
Onyx,
beat
you know,
of the
bounces
punch.
back. Eventually, if we stretch this to 7 games, AP Bren will take it because AP Bren took game 1, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, true.
See what I'm getting?
You know what? He's been really impressive with his predictions.
Yeah.
You want to give him a time to like
Serius,
shine now in the
serius
draft?
dia.
Hey,
Ya.
you know what, Wolf? This is your time.
This is
to
my
shine.
time.
This is your time.
Wow, this is okay,
The world,
okay.
let's watch.
Maybe we'll wait for the first 3 bands.
All right.
Because
go,
I
go, go.
think that it is important because so far very early Minotaur because they want Onyx because Onyx wants to take away maybe
Minotaur.
Fredrin or maybe take an assassin or Guinevere, for example.
Or Claude.
Or Claude, maybe. And AP Bren immediately will answer that with their Fredrin because it has been successful so far. Game 1 and Game 3 were because of the Fredrin, then in combination with the Arlot. And what value do you get out from Arlot?
Tapi
It's a
funny nga
flex
di,
pick,
Ben dia
right?
nga pick.
Then Onyx eventually will take probably their marksman afterwards, get the Bruno together with something like a Faramis, but the Faramis was banned out anyways.
Right now, we're waiting for AP Brand for
Bruno
their
ay kala
final
tayo
ban.
Bruno.
Primus Matilda as well as the Minotaur banned out by Onyx. For AP Brand, banning out the Nolan, banning out the Joy. They're really
Guinevere.
considering this. Do they want to ban out the Guinevere or do they want to open it up? Looking at the bans here, looks like they're
Okay.
banning the Guinevere. So now,
Okay, what is open?
endless time.
What is open? There's the Bruno, obviously, as well as the Arlot. And then the Fredrin's gonna be picked up.
Okay.
Very nice snatch coming out from Onyx. AP Brand might follow this by picking up something like the Arlot that they really, really like. And then, together with that, maybe take the Bruno. So Bruno and Arlot should be the prime
Response?
choices or response here for AP Brand. I don't think the Valentina is a good pick anyway. So Onyx might get their hands on the Valentina, actually, their 3rd pick.
Valentina,
Together with
yeah.
maybe their marksman already. If the Bruno is picked up by AP Brand, they answer with Claude or Brody perhaps. Which kind of makes me think, what if AP Brand goes Arlot Brody immediately?
Arlet Brody, man. I mean, based on what happened just now, I don't hate it. I mean, let's face it. Sans went to gank, and it wasn't enough to get a kill. Super Marco is just like, I'm fine. As long as there's minions here, guess what? I'm here. I'm Super Marco.
He is super.
Super Marco! Yes.
And also,
It's
whoa,
different, totally different.
completely different.
Super
Ben
duper
3 ah.
AP
different.
Brand
1-1.
say, oh,
Uy, di.
Man. Curious.
Audience cheers. Kyrie, audience fall silence. Onyx. Understand.
This guy's making memes on the go, man.
Yeah.
That was just literally a few minutes ago.
Wow.
Dude,
Meme
dedication.
machine.
But
Lancelot harusnya
the
dia main.
1-1 as well as the Akai. Talk us
Nggak
through this
meta
pick.
ya. Jarang
Obviously,
assassin
the
sekarang.
Akai secures the fact that you can get the stacks for the ultimate of the 1-1 for the crossbow tank. But that opens up. I think at least the Claude we still got
got it.
correctly. And then the Valentina is open for Onyx. I still think it's good, right? Especially going up against this Akai. Unfortunately, imagine if they had the Minotaur right now for Onyx. That would be great for them. Curious to see. Yeah, Valentina as well as Lilia. But instead they go Kaja. The constant ban of AP Bren now let through.
Here's the thing. I was thinking of the Kaja, the classic matchup against the 1-1. I hesitated to say anything because there's an Akai. Wouldn't the Akai be a problem for the Kaja?
That is definitely 100% true. But I think that they just want to make sure that the 1-1 will be locked down. And then the Flicker as well as the ultimate coming out for the Kaja. It doesn't matter whether or not they they get scrambled because of the heavy spin. They can dive, and so I think that Onyx will eventually close this draft out with 2 dive heroes.
Let me just say, it's usually the cat going after the bird, but it looks like the bird wants to go after the cat.
The Angela,
the puppet.
well. The puppet.
All right.
Now with this, right, they have so much sustain. The 1-1 already very hard to kill. The Akai, same thing. You know, you had an Angela. Even if Onyx get a Divine Judgment, right, it's gonna be tough to lock anyone down.
Yep.
Wow. This 1-1 will feel like has 9 lives.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. Because it's M5. Better than Great Man.
Wow. If Ren becomes a champion... Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah.
We're hoping for you, man.
It was too fast. I think if Ren becomes a champion, he will ask somebody out to be his girlfriend. Something like that.
You're the only Tagalog speaker here, so we're looking at you. But now we're looking at the bans. Kadita ban out, and now for Onyx betting on the Paquito. I like both bans here because, again, very good synergy coming in with the Kaja, and the Paquito has been proven to be a problem.
If AP Brand does not get any dive heroes after this, maybe Onyx might consider something going really, diving deep into their hero pool. Maybe a Farsa, actually, because Farsa is traditionally a hero that you combo with the Kaja to take out the 1-1.
My question to Marco, you don't like the Fredrin EXP, right?
No.
I'm just throwing it out there. What if? What if? Is it okay? Is it not okay?
I think for this case, it's okay, right? I think Onyx are the only team to have proven that the Fredrin can be played in the XP.
Yeah.
But you still don't like it.
But I still don't like it. I hate the Fredrin XP. It's already such a boring hero in the jungle. Put in an XP, and it becomes even more defensive. At least in the jungle, he moves forward.
Yep.
As XP, he's just like, oh man, let me cover for my gold laner. Ooh, we gotta roll. Roll it.
All right.
May you have luck, my friend.
The odds be in your favor.
If it's a bad skin, it's a boo from the crowd. If it's a good skin, it's a boo. Boo. Oh, that's another boo, man.
Yeah, another
Anything that's not the aspirant skin is a boo. Oh! Wait!
Wait!
Boo! Oh,
That's a good one. That's good. That's my favorite.
What is that?
That's the Uranus.
Yeah.
Uranus. Pretty good.
Hey, overall
Yan,
win.
Spiran baru tukar dapat
If it's
ito.
not the aspirants or a collector, it's not a win, man.
Hey.
That's an L.
Hey.
Yeah, that's
Let's go back to the
Dire Dude,
drive.
by the way. Shout out to Dire Dude.
Aspiran dapat Uranus eh.
Okay, so I'm thinking like Eve or Farsa for Onyx if they want to be.
Gord?
Gord is great, by the way, but it's kind of, boring.
I mean, listen, you doubted the core earlier, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, no, I'm saying it's good actually, but it's kind of boring, I don't want to see Sansa that kind of hero.
And they
Valid.
don't. Wait, let me just
Go
recap.
back to the Valentina.
Gideon hates the Uranus, you hate the Fredrin EXP, and you hate the Gord.
No, I don't. It's just that I don't. I want to see Sansa the different.
Wait! Man's got stacks!
Okay.
Man's just got the M5 Yuzong figurine. Now that's a W.
Wait.
That's a
Who's
double.
this?
That's a flex.
Look at the face.
Look at the face.
Look
Who
at the
is
face.
he?
We gotta
Who's this
see.
man?
Okay.
Dude, you're a
Man.
W man.
W man. W.
Should we give the one on the...
No.
Okay,
no.
Ooh,
Hayabusa.
there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Fredrin EXP, Hayabusa, the jungle.
Mirko, talk
Man,
us through
and-
Kyrie.
AP Brand, if you don't go Hilda, you can actually go Hilda here.
You're right. The Hilda would be quite deadly. That was the same pick that Todak went for to dismantle Onyx at M4.
Group stage.
Group stage.
Especially like Edith versus the Fredrin, it's a nothing lane,
Oh, wait, yeah, I was talking about the Fredrin EXP.
Oh, we're doing it again. All right. Are you ready?
Make it quick.
The stadium, are you
Oh,
ready?
this is Man G.
If it's a
Wait,
bad
insufficient
skin...
diamonds?
Bro!
Oh,
Insufficient diamonds?
Bro,
come on, man.
Man Gene!
It's impossible.
Bro!
This
Big
guy's
L.
the richest caster in the Philippines.
What
It's impossible he doesn't have diamonds.
Oh!
Thams is what we get against the Fredrin.
All right. Bring it back into the draft. Looks like my prediction about Fredrin EXP was there. Hayabusa here, 0% win rate in M5 so far. The Thamus, again, performing extremely well.
Everybody's just flexing.
Oh, it's
No way.
Reptar.
Come on, man.
Okay, so he's the richest caster.
He is the richest caster.
No chance to defend yourself.
No.
All right, jumping into this game, well, what are we predicting here?
Wow. I'm just happy that the Hayabusa was picked. Remember, the last time that Kyrie picked up the Hayabusa, M4, the highlights were made. And I do want to go to a Game 7, so please, I think that this could be an Onyx game.
Well, to everyone watching, especially those Clippers, you know Mirko if we see an assassin on Kyrie, it'll be Kyrie! We're jumping into game number 4.
As Keyboy said once, when he was told to imitate me, he said, "Oh my God, Kyrie Hayabusa," and we get it now. So, yeah.
You know what? The Hayabusa is really high. But talk us through here because, again, 0% win rate on M5. I cannot emphasize that enough.
Yeah. I think it was used maybe twice.
Yeah.
And, but then again, this is Kyrie Hayabusa. So it's going to be very different. The thing is, they went for the Edith, which is a hero that doesn't really necessarily lock down the Hayabusa. But they do have the Akai, so I think that's good. And also AP Brand, we cannot forget the fact that they still have 1-1 Angela, a very strong combo. So I think that AP Brand will have the more comfortable draft heading into game number 4.
My only question here, going with the... is it like a desperation coming in from Onyx? Because if AP Brand wins the next one, it is going to be match point. But with that, let's look at the emblem set here.
Yeah, going to be a Impure Rage, in fact, for Kyrie instead of the lethal Ignition, right? Where your RG, typical RG. But yeah, you can see the Thrill as well as the Season Hunter. And then, of course, that Impure Rage from Kyrie. We're going to see if pretty good at it so far. Flexing his quad shadow moves.
Yep. Now looking at the item builds here.
Ooh, that's Flicker.
Looks like AP Brand right now as well as Onyx. I'm looking at the timings here because this is Ogwen using the Edith as a roam. We saw earlier in game number 1 how Platzi was so impactful, and Super Marco survives against Kyrie as well as CW. Now, back to the question here, the timing from AP Brand.
Yep.
What time should they strike?
Every time they have the heavy spin up. Fortunately, they have Tams, Edith, as well as this Akai. So I think that they don't really have the timing. But every time that the turtle fight is there, they have the heavy spin. They can absolutely fight against Sonic.
Basically, with the assassin pick, though, they have to give everything away neutral objective-wise, right? Platzi doing a good job right now, zoning Kyrie away. The quad shadow going to be used up as well for Kyrie. Getting full stacks. Hard guard ready. San steals away the primal wrap with a vengeance, keeps them at bay. All for the turtle to be taken for free by Kyle Teasy. Flap taken very low. Hard guard going to come down onto Flap, giving him enough HP, enough sustain to survive and disengage.
Something that I do worry about as well, because we got to talk about Flap TZ with the vengeance here. A Claude going up against anyone with a vengeance.
Yes, sir.
It's not going to be looking good for the Claude. CW has to think a lot before he goes in with the Blazing Duet.
Yeah. It's like AP Brand got the Terizla, but a much faster damage build kind of Terizla. I'm not saying that Thanos is better than Terizla, because Terizla still is better overall. But the thing is, that's what they get. It has good lane prio, because if you're going to be looking at Terizla, it's quite slow when it comes to walking from lane to lane. Because of the passive as well as the first skill of Flap TZ, he's able to traverse the map from bottom to mid lane faster than a Terizla would. That's how they can keep up the pace against Onyx. So that's the general idea why Flap TZ went in for the Thams. It's Onyx.
So AP Brand, even though they got the turtle in terms of the gold difference, not really, because the only one that has a goal advantage on AP Brand is Few, where he has 100. Like, isn't that negligible at this point? AP Brand, they're trying to slow down Kyrie, but I saw his farm just now. It looks pretty alright.
Yeah, and he just stole that. Well, he just recovered his own creep in the jungle with a Retribution, and then straight into the bottom side. So he's actually leading despite not having the turtle.
Yeah, it's going to be the trend now for Onyx. Try to find ways to get something out of the map and do not contest for the turtle fights. Maybe if they find a good opening on keyboard, maybe they could try to contest. But I think that overall, AP Brand, this is their jungle. This is their river in a way. They will take care of the neutral objectives easily.
Well, I kind of feel like if AP Brand, as long as they're moving, looking at the map here, they are separated. So if Kyrie finds a moment where AP Brand is not moving as a unit, he can get his snowball going by catching the mistake of AP Brand. But during this turtle fights, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I am wondering if Kyrie wants to contest for this, because we've seen him on his assassins, man. He wants to try.
Flicker, everything used up on the keyboy, taking first blood. Super Marco gets it. Kyrie in the mix right now. Quad Shadow in, and he finds it. Chases him down right now. The Quad Shadow going to be popped in. Kyrie versus the world. AP Brand chasing him down. Kyrie. Shadow kill. Boots is here. Sans also with the Primal Wrath. Kyrie going in the back with the crossbow attack. The Super Marco and the heavy spin from Kyle Teasy locks them all down. The turtle traded in for 2. No, 3 with Keyboy.
4 minutes in. AP Brand move as 5. That's very quick timing there.
Just so happens in top lane,
Buhay pa rin,
there
tatap si
was the
Haya.
turtle, and obviously the gold laners were there. See, for Onyx, my main reservation for the Hayabusa is that if you get the neutral objectives, he can easily be taken out.
We gotta look at Kyrie. Does he have the purple buff?
No, he doesn't. Haya,
Okay.
Stolen away.
AP Brand has started this.
He's just 100 gold behind. That's actually very surprising.
Where is he getting the farm?
Well, he got the farm and he also stole the turtle earlier. So technically, not that far, but now without the purple buff, right?
Yep.
That's where the problem starts.
We gotta talk about the Trojan scythe as well on this Thomas. So whenever he tries to create space, even though he doesn't have defensive items, he can take care of himself.
Yep, for sure. And it's a great rundown on the Fredrin, for example. You can slow him down so easily. Even the Kaja might not escape your sights. And that is going to be good for AP Brand.
Oh, some good damage. Onward and Earth Shadow. The Appraiser's Wrath deals nothing. Not even helping Boots sustain. And AP Brand find another kill on Super Marco. Looking for Siege in the mid lane, tier 1. Another Shatter down, Kyrie with the Quad Shadow and the Retry to keep this turret defended.
It will eventually defend. Another problem here that this Hayabusa might face is the sustain that you can get out of the AP Brand. Angela just gonna be a big problem there on. That's why later on, they definitely need both Kyrie and CW to deal the damage, because it's gonna be CW to kind of mess with the shields as well as the sustain, and it's Kyrie for the sweeps.
Now the turtle has been started by AP Brand. CW Sans as well as Keyboy is there. Ogwen finds Boots.
Heavy spin used up already. Primal Wrath gonna be going as well now.
And you hear the crowd's reaction.
Right before a big team fight. Ladies and gentlemen, please do be patient with us. We will try to solve this technical issue as fast as possible.
So now we gotta talk about the possibility, because I'm looking at the draft coming in from Onyx. They could play with the map. They got the Hayabusa. They got the Claude. And we saw at 4 minutes, AP Bread was very much willing to group up together.
Yeah.
So is there a possibility of Onyx just splitting the map?
Yes, that's what they need. But at the same time, you're facing up against Thams with actually his emblem. Looking at the emblem, no speed up, but that's okay. But the Thams is naturally very speedy when it comes to like going from one lane to another. So the split push might not be that fast for the side of Onyx. It's possible, but it's manageable because of the Thams. Who gets the turtle?
We're back though, it seems we're back. The players are already ready. Might still be testing, not too sure.
Yeah, but either way, man, looking at the screen just now, you saw a 39% win possibility for Onyx and 61% win probability for AP Brand. We got to remind everyone here that if AP Brand wins this, it is going to be match point. So it's going to put a lot of pressure onto Onyx. If they want to get that trophy, they got to work super hard for it. With that being said, we're now going to be jumping back into the game with a turtle. Who gets the turtle?
It's AP Brand.
Oh, what? Sonic with a win. Oh, went flickering forward. Kyrie's next. Super Marco! Triple kill!
Rat.
On the board, 5-0
Mainnya
and
cepet
2.
sih.
Right now, AP Brand, this is a big lead. Sans can protect. This mid lane journey is super important. AP Brand just takes it like that.
And immediately they go for the purple buff. Nullifying this assassin pick again from Onyx. They already had the Fredrin, but they switch it back to the EXP lane. And even without something like a Hilda or anything, there wasn't any problem. We're gonna see through the replay what happened in that fight. It's brought to us by Kadia. And you can see that Sans already stole the heavy spin, but it wasn't enough. I mean, Super Marco just kited all throughout.
Everything. What a play by Marco.
Yeah, honestly, Marco, you're the 1-1 expert. In this position right now, when AP Brand has 3.4k gold lead, and looking at the items here, 3 items for Super Marco, how ahead is he actually?
Oh, he's super ahead, man. The thing is, on the 1-1, you might take a look at the gold lead and you might say it's just an 800 gold lead, not even 1,000. But the thing about 1-1 is, if you reach that corrosion side and the DHS, that's already your power spike. That's why you can go for the Wit of Nature, and now he becomes lethal. Because he can find those weakness points, take more of a risk, and still be doing maybe even more damage than CW.
Yeah, and Kyle TZ took quite a lot of damage there, but again, The fact that he can take that much damage shows that Onyx is not ready to fight just yet. We see Kyrie again. I feel like even though he's under this much pressure, he can still do it. Sans doing the most damage here.
Onward, catching his dash. The prediction from AP Bren from Ogwen. P-Boy taken out. Sans now looking for some sort of retaliation, but AP Bren are utilizing this chaos to go for the Lord. Onyx in shambles.
Yeah, but look at Kyrie, man. He's looking for the side lanes.
Vengeance. Flapteasy just standing there menacingly. CW can't do anything, and the Lord gets taken without the help of the Retribution. Kyrie in the bottom lane, looking for a trade. Boots brought back to the team. Kyle TZ there. Should be able to retreat and does. Takes away another purple buff from Kyrie. And Kyrie can only get a tier 2 in the bottom lane to trade the Lord. And a purple buff. Whoa.
Yep. It's nothing that Onyx is getting right now. They're trying to defend. They're trying to just go for the clear out on the side lanes, but it will not be enough at all. AP Bren might just steamroll into the top lane, especially because they have the massive objective here. Super Marco's already so farmed up. Kyle TZ is tanky enough. And even Flap TZ. You can see Flap TZ manning up against the members of Onyx, standing in front of them. Not scared at all because he does have the Vengeance and he's very tanky at this point, even getting the Dominance Ice. 10 minutes.
Yeah, but a big power spike from Kyrie. I saw that he built the Blade of Despair, so I think it's not quite over yet for Onyx, but AP Bren wants it to be over.
It's really hard now for Onyx. I feel like for Super Marco especially, right? The main idea for Onyx was they want to get Super Marco assassinated, but he has the win of nature. So what comes next? Where does the damage come, Sans?
Now the Lord is down bottom, but looks like AP Bren is able to secure the tier 2s. Oh, CW wants Kyle TZ. He has to be careful.
Shadowkill also used up some damage back to AP Bren. Onyx still trying to defend from the siege that AP Bren are still going at it full force with. Conceal coming down. BMI getting him out. A good splash of damage from the turret to try to take these minions down, but AP Bren do a lot with that minion wave. The base turret in the bottom lane is low, very low.
Oh, look at this purple buff here. Kyrie wants it, but AP Bren wants to deny it.
You want it more. Ogwen needs to time. No, he doesn't even need to. AP Bren have done it. They've taken another purple buff.
For the longest time, we haven't seen any Flicker Divine Judgment play from Onyx. In fact, there's no play that we saw from Onyx. The last time that we saw was probably the turtle fight where Sans was able to copy the heavy spin, but that's just about it. Onyx cannot find an opening for a team fight. And this Kaja pick, even when it's like one of the best heroes that Kiboy has ever played, it seems like he does not have an impact right now.
I mean, look in the lineup here, man. When Flap TZ as well as Ogwen is up in your
Iya
face.
bener, soalnya dia
It looks like there's no
nggak bisa main
right
cepat kalau si
target for
Onyx.
you to catch, because in theory, Super Marco and Hugh is the perfect target you want to catch. But having Flap TZ as well as Ogwen, man-to-man defense on you, and even if you're able to penetrate that defense, Kyle is there, man. He's gonna nullify your engage.
Heavy spin.
Heavy spin.
Just one tap away from a cover.
So, I don't know, man. I feel like if you ran with the draft, they've successfully nullified the advance that Kiboy has on his Kaja, but if he can prove me wrong, I'm all for it.
Oh. Kiboy up top.
They spotted him. Kiboy all alone, isolated. Still with a flicker now. Kyle TZ with a heavy spin. Locks Kiboy down. Super Marco has a monster kill, 6-0 and 3.
That's a problem. With AP Bren, even though Retribution forced out, Boots might be in trouble.
Is in trouble. Onward, Earthshatter locking him down. The top Boots gets him out with a flicker. Flapteasy chases him down. CW now pushing some damage. Vengeance! Oh. Flapteasy able to escape the shadow kill. Not able to take him down. Super Marco dashes forward, looking for one more. Boots zoned away. Meanwhile, Kyle, all this time, he's still on the Lord and he gets it for free. The Hive in Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Go wild.
AP Bren has been hiding this Thomas pick, man. He just, like you said, stands there menacingly. As long as he has the vengeance, dude, he feels strong. He feels invincible. He can make a beeline straight to anywhere and he'll be okay.
It will take so much from Onyx to be able to take down Flap TZ. DHS, the Trinity actually available now for CW gets the Malefic Roar, much needed in this particular game, but they might not be able to utilize it because AP Brand, everybody else is tanky. Everybody else is the problem.
Lord march down, gets a good charge on. The Primal Wrath stolen away. Sans trying to deal some damage. Ogwen, Earthshatter out already. No onward just yet. He onwards to the back. Kyrie does a bit more damage onto him, but AP Brand will stay disciplined. They have a 7,000 gold lead. They'll look for another wave in the mid lane this time around. AP Brand still with a lot of resources. Sans coming down into the mid lane with a splash of damage. Boots standing in the front. Flapteezy looking for an engage. Calteezy soaking the damage in. Divine Judgment onto Flapteezy with no vengeance this time around, but he has it back on cooldown now. The base turret cracked open in the mid lane. Ogwen gets the immortality. Keyboy with a whip. But that's 3 base turrets down for Onyx. And AP Brand are still lingering. That's Kyle!
Hallo.
Truncheon
Ja.
by Sans, but it's not enough. The mage, the Gila Sans, has been taken down. Now it's AP Brand 5 against 4. Super Marco looking for all the weakness points. Mid waves, they're going to be cleared away.
Ja,
2 waves coming down though. AP Brand looking for a match point. Who jumps in, lazy to from CW. A vengeance. Winner Truncheon by few. Still able to survive. Kyrie marching back and forth.
Ini ulit
One more
masuk ya.
minion. AP Brand. The Wild Bees. The Hive. Match point.
Match point for AP Brand. One more win is needed to keep the trophy in Philippines. One more win for them to be the 2-time world champion.
Just one more. That is what the crowd is chanting. They can feel it. The first hometown champions, it's just one win away.
Dude, the storyline. No host country winning the M series. Right now, AP
Iya
Brand
dia.
is looking at
Salah.
it and be like,
Padahal udah
don't
pakai
you know who
haya
we
ya.
are? And now, a lot of things happen, man. We got to talk about Flapteezy. But we're going to give it
Udah
over
pakai haya
to
padahal.
Leo as well as Gideon.
Ah, man, I have to agree with you, Leo. This is one of the few moments where you just let it sit in. The crowd is giving that extra bit of momentum for AP Brand, and it's understandable with the way that they are playing so far, the way that they are crushing it, not only in the lane, but also in the overall team fights, neutering Kyrie from his purple buff, and more importantly, just pushing the advantages, really abusing the weaknesses in the drafts thus far. As much as I would like to believe that Fredrin is going to be the solution to a lot of their problems, unfortunately this time round, I think that even the Hayabusa could understand he couldn't go further than this. Angela being able to protect the right targets at the right time, and more importantly, Few making sure that even Sans felt it in lane. Things have changed so much, but we have to talk about the MVP, Leo.
Mike made like the Hayabusa in the jungle. It was very difficult for Kyrie to do anything. And it's because of our MVP that the tempo actually got pushed up. It's Kyle Teasy coming in with the Akai. He's actually able to do more than just split up Onyx in those team fights. He's actually able to choke out once more Kyrie. AP Brand's performance in game 4 here was a combination of what they did great so far in the first 2 games they won.
Yeah, and again, Kyle, with one of the most important spells in the game, the heavy spin being the biggest deterrent, a nuke, some may say, for Keyboy to stop him from going in. And worse yet, even for Sans, he's got to be extremely careful because the only all he could really take was the Primal Wrath. And this is where we see Kyle really push that tempo once he got even a slight EXP lead.
Didn't even notice that he was sitting at 100 KP. That's just a testament to how well Kyle Teasy used the map and understood the assignment, that he has to do more than just take the objectives. He has to take him away from Kyrie and punish where he can to get that lead bigger than ever.
But let's remember, at the end of the day, as much as he likes to oppress, it's about their win conditions, and that's where you see Super Marco and as well as Flapteezy really kind of take that early game into their hands. And when you see Super Marco with 3 kills immediately after this cleanup play, the one opportunity that Onyx had to try and even things out, had they walked away, maybe, but Super Marco said no.
looking at the way the KDA went throughout all of AP Bren, you're looking at just one core, right? You're looking at Super Marco. But the way FlapTZ and Ogwin also made use of the space that Kyle TZ bought for them, it made them all the more confident in even blocking the main arteries, the movements of Onyx, to try and find even that one last Hail Mary play from Keyboy where he hung out in the bush to try and get a sneaky Divine Judgment, which now explains why, even in the hands of a very talented player like Keyboy, the Kaja has a very, very low win rate.
I don't know what they ate today, or better yet, what preparation that AP Bren has done. They are reading movements across the map extremely well, being able to foretell a lot of the movements, and more importantly so, it's not necessarily just about Kyrie, it's about the big playmakers, it's about Keyboy, and it's even about Boots. As soon as he's out of that lane, they find him a punish. If Keyboy is missing off the map, they find that punish.
Let's check out the emblem set once more on Kyle TZ. It's business as usual. I like the touch on the Quantum Charge. As an Akai, you have a few choices. Again, the alternative would be a Concussive Blast, but here, he's just using it to always be on his targets, always be moving, and again, keeping Onyx on their toes, keeping Onyx honest.
I think, keeping Onyx honest is what's making AP Bren work out so much, right? Every single time we see in the draft, take away some of the comfort here, take away some of the problems that we saw in the previous game, and there's still another solution. Unfortunately, Kyle TZ might not be the person they want to look to pinch this time around for the upcoming game, but more so to escalate things even further and get CW a winning matchup. It's not just about the Claude anymore. These Wanwans, they've got to go.
Yep, looking at Onyx though, it's clear that CW had an idea. CW was latching on to the fact that maybe they can hold out for the, 18, 19 minute mark, wherein the work he was putting onto the map would pay off. As soon as he scored the Trinity, it seemed like it was going to be a fair fight, especially since clearing waves wasn't going to be a problem. But that's difficult to assume that it's going to work out, that you're even going to make it to the 18 or 19 minute mark when AP Bren are hunting you down actively. Again, it's not just Kyle TZ, it's FlapTZ and Ogwin actively manhunting. They're actively looking for kills, and those two, actually there's a lot of damage between these two chunky heroes.
Best yet, the biggest nullifier of them all, have any Trinity build, have as much damage as you want, but as long as Vengeance is available, you saw CW. He loses half of his health just auto-attacking this guy. He's got to be extremely careful. It is a big deterrent, and now that's something that they have to consider moving on. I think AP Bren, they figured out and cracked the code when it comes down to EXP exploitations, and now it's up to Onyx to find their own answers, because unfortunately for Boots, if they keep putting on these sandbags, it's not enough, especially when he's up against Kyle, who's doing a much better job.
There's a silent MVP amongst us, and that is few. The fact that he does so well to hide himself in plain sight, to hide himself even from the map when it's so free to just clear waves as the Angela, he's able to provide for all of the highlight players for AP Bren right now. Rich guy, Super Marco, even if he gets ganked by 2 or 3, he's fine, he's got a heart guard. Kyle TZ, again, we've already talked about how he has controlled this matchup. And even Ogwin. Ogwin is so confident to actually even go for those Tokyo drift onwards, really, and find targets even if they weren't so sure what were in the bushes nearby.
I mean, his greatest strength is the fact that they waited for the right time, the right opportunity, right? He can't just use his onward willy-nilly. The moment he uses it, he gets run down and he's forced to use his ultimate, and that's not what you want to do as an Edith. You're waiting for that one chance to catch a big fish, and whether it be Sans, whether it be Kyrie, doesn't matter which, as long as you catch them in the middle of that fight, it's all over.
All right, here's where the oxymoron, the paradox comes in. Look at the amount of damage Super Marco dealt, and look at how dominating he was and how many kills the young Stephen Marco Requetiano got in this game. Compare that to how much CW and Sans were putting on the board. That just shows how effective AP Bren's front line was, how their peel was used for more than just protecting their front line, how they used it to bulldoze on through, coming into the base. What was that? Maybe a wave later, just taking all the inhibitors.
No, that's absolutely true. We're seeing that there is almost double the damage coming in from the side of Onyx, and FlapTZ, 35,000, still being the second highest damage dealer on his team, really begs the question, how impactful is your damage? How well distributed is it across the board? Kyrie could already barely participate in these fights, so unfortunately for good guy Boots, he's taken the brunt of those hits.
something in me is wanting to ask. I want to know if the Fredrin has always been the plan, if putting it in the XP was always in the books, or was it a mid-draft situation wherein, okay, we already stole it, you want to push the advantage? You want to make things spicier? Okay, go get the Hayabusa. I don't know if that was the plan all along.
I don't know. It's one of these moments where you're starting to lose faith in your EXP laner. I think that unfortunately for Boots, he's getting shafted in these drafts. And for Kyrie, putting him on a Hayabusa in such a high stakes game, worse yet, we haven't seen Hayabusa come out as hard. It comes down to that purple buff, right? Your purple buff is so important for these assassins to get ahead. And if you don't actually have a winning lane, and in this case, it's not winning. Both sides, both EXP as well as gold.
Something else to note, check it out. Flapteezy's Tams, he was also on the charts, top 3 minimum for damage dealt and damage taken. That explains why there is a sudden appearance of Tams in the metagame. For a fact that a hero with no CC, compared to the heroes that usually dominated the XP lane, like the Lapu-Lapu or the Terizla, Tams is just a damage, soak, and dispenser. Is that a term? Yeah, it's a damage dispenser, right? Given the fact that you have a vengeance and you're able to just get in the backline, free, willy-nilly. Plus the Angela, that just makes for a puzzle that Onyx has just failed to solve here in Game 4.
Yeah, it's a difficult puzzle as well, right? I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that so far, early to mid-game, AP Bren's overall gameplay seems almost pitch perfect, right? It's hard to punish, and the most you're going to get is an equalization. But so far, they haven't taken any losses on these trades, and unless Onyx is able to I don't know, really double down on that early game, I feel like it's hard to actually bounce back. To play for those 20-minute games really is exhausting.
One can only imagine what's going on in the dugout for Onyx with Coach Yeb and Coach Addy at the helm. I'm sure they got something left in the tank. Let's throw over to Mara and Mikey. They're in the crowd. What's going on?
Solid analysis as usual, and ladies and gentlemen, AP Bren is 1 win away. And with me and Mara here are 2 of the biggest personalities in the MLBB community. Oh, you're not? Literally and figuratively.
Physically lang kami.
Physically. Okay.
Let's give a warm welcome to Eruption and Ghost Wrecker.
All right, we'll start with Eruption. Eruption.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think is gonna win? Who are you rooting for?
Okay,
Tiga sa ato kan eh.
may konting trivia.
Okay.
Yung nanalo ng M1.
The winner of M1.
Sino nanalo ng M1?
Who won M1?
EVOS.
EVOS.
Anong bansa?
What country?
Indonesia.
Indonesia, okay.
Okay, sino nanalo ng M2?
Who won M2?
Bren.
Anong bansa?
Philippines.
Philippines.
Sino nanalo ng M3?
Blacklist International.
Anong bansa?
Philippines.
Sino nanalo ng M4?
Echo.
Anong bansa?
Philippines.
Now ito, sino ang mananalo ng M5?
Oh, that's good trivia.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
he's just saying that the Philippines will get
So,
M5.
You're rooting for AB Bren. How about you, Ghost Wrecker?
Onyx.
You're rooting for Onyx.
Oh.
Whoa. Whoa, the crowd. There's a wild reaction from the crowd. Mikey, how about let's see how they can cheer the fans.
Oh yeah, let me see you hype up the bees of AP Bren. Talk to the bees, Eruption.
Right, alam natin ha, yung gagawin natin. When I say AP, you say what?
They know,
Okay,
they
isa
know.
pa. Ito, testing lang yan eh.
Oh, okay,
Parang ito.
Testing.
Hip hip! Yan ginagawa natin sa Pilipinas eh.
Okay.
Hip hip! AP!
There you go. The bees are alive.
He's good. Ghost Wrecker, we gotta make sure that the Onyx fans have the same level of energy. Whoa!
Onyx.
I like the energy.
Onyx.
Okay, you know what, Ghost Wrecker? Let's see if you're gonna win this game because we want to give prizes to the fans. How about this? We have this signed shirt. This is from Ketinggalan, and we're gonna give it to 2 lucky fans.
Wow.
Okay? You're gonna lead the fans. We're gonna play a game. And if your team wins, separate team, they'll win this prize. How about that? Who wants to get the shirt?
We'll see what our personalities can do. You gotta help these fans out to get the window shirt.
Let's pick your people. Let's pick your players. Let's pick anybody from the crowd.
Anyone from the...
AP.
Ito na,
print,
dito na tayo.
Okay, there.
AP print, yeah.
Okay.
I stay in the middle, stay in the middle. The fans stay in the middle.
There you go.
Anong pangalan mo, sir?
Roger.
Roger. Anong team mo? AB Brand!
Oh! Ikaw naman, what's your name?
Lars po.
Your energy. Like, you gotta yell your name.
Lars!
Lars! Lars! Who are you rooting for? Lars?
Onik.
Oh, Nick. Okay.
Gusto ko
All
yan.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Meant to be kayo ah.
Meant to be.
Meant to be sila.
Let's see who gets to win this signed shirt from Ketinggalan. Now, all you have to do is name as many items as you can, all right?
In-game items.
In-game items, Eruption versus Ghost Wrecker.
So the fans, you can coach, of course, the personality.
You can help
right?
them.
Give us much. Palitan tayo, we go alternate.
Right.
We go alternate. First team who can't give us an item, an in-game item, loses. The other team
Within
wins.
5 seconds, parang
Within
ganon.
within 5 seconds.
Within 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Oh, pato, Vic.
Ready.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who goes first? Okay.
Nalito ako
You
dun
go
ah.
first.
You go first.
You go first.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Mortality. Twilight armor. What? Armor boots. Radiant armor.
Malefic Raw.
Divine Glaive.
Oh.
Warrior boots.
Ice One. Ice One.
Ice Queen 1.
Ice Queen 1.
Almost. Almost let it pass.
Ano yun?
Let it pass.
Tama
Let it
daw.
pass.
Ano Tagalog?
Ice Queen 1 nga eh.
Ice Queen wand.
Hunter Strike.
Brute Force breastplate.
Ano ko?
Five.
Ito sa akin.
5.
Windbreaker.
Windbreaker.
No. Hindi,
Windbreaker?
Windtalker. Windtalker.
Eh, sa motor yun, sa motor.
Sa motor. Mali.
Sa motor ata,
Sa motor.
The Windbreaker is a jacket.
Eh, kasi uwi na siya eh. Uwi na.
Ang sinabi ko, Windtalker. Sabi niya Windbreaker. Gusto niya tumakbo.
Okay na.
Okay.
Ikaw na.
Antikiras.
Anti-Kiras. Okay. Oh, Anti-Kiras. What do you have?
5,
4,
4, 3,
Boots.
Meron.
Okay. We'll take the boots. We'll take the boots.
Rose Gold Meteor.
Rose Gold
5,
Feature.
4, 3, 2.
Endless battle! Endless battle!
Endless battle.
Watch.
Oracle.
Oracle.
5,
Ho. 3,
Call a friend.
2, 1.
Call a friend.
Tawagan mo siya.
We have a winner.
Congratulations.
Nick.
Whoa.
AB!
Nick.
Congratulations. This is yours. You know what? How about we also give him a prize? Ketinggalan, so nice. We're gonna give it to 2 of the best fans in here.
Di sa akin.
No, we're gonna give it to them. Do you want to say a message to your favorite players? Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you to Ketinggalan for this shirt.
Yes,
And
thank you, Ketinggalan.
Good luck. Even idol ko po si Kyrie, pero good luck pa rin po.
His idol is Kyrie.
AB Brand!
Whoa! They switched sides! They switched sides! They swithed sides!
May t-shirt na. Ayos na.
What do you want to say to your favorite player?
Thank you, Ketinggalan, for this shirt. And let's go, AB!
Before we throw it over to the casters, we're gonna do it one more time. All right, Onyx fans, go! Okay, how about the brand fans? AP It's gonna be a tough one in here. Who's it gonna be? AP Brand or Onyx? We're gonna throw it over to our casters all over the globe. Casters, pasok.
Man, I love the energy. Oh, wait, should it be the height? Man, I love the energy. Yeah.
I love the energy, and I love the energy because it's both sides of the spectrum, man.
What about you, Wolf? You love the energy.
Nick.
Hey, no, sorry. Oh.
You want to do the other one?
What? What?
You said Onyx. You want to do the other one?
AB Brand!
Now you got cheers.
You know what? Here comes the TikTok drops, all right? Watch for 3 minutes. You guys can win 1 TikTok viewer chest and watch for 5 minutes or more, and you can win the TikTok deluxe chest and watch way more, and maybe you will have the energy that the crowd here has today. But we gotta talk about match point here.
Match point.
Onyx wants to win this. I kind of feel like they do. But here's the thing, man. Before we talk about that, there's something I gotta announce.
Okay.
I want to tell all of you guys here, the M5 Battle Night will go live on the 30th of December and last for 2 days with plenty of battle bonuses waiting for you. Battle Night skin chest from 30th of December to the 31st of December. Complete battle tasks in the game to unlock chest levels. Then choose a permanent skin from the unlocked levels for free. Awesome battle bonuses. Play games and enjoy Team Star Protection for 3 matches. You can also enjoy double star raising points, double protection points, double EXP, and double BP for 5 matches.
Heroes and skins free to use also from the 30th of December to the 31st of December. Enjoy limited time free access to all heroes and variety of epic skins. Skins.
Hey, we get it.
We don't. Luckily, we're not on.
We're not on. All right, but now we're going into the drafting phase. Potentially, ladies and gentlemen, the final game for tonight. AB Brand. If they do it, it's gonna end here. Onyx, this is their last chance. This is their last. Hoorah!
Hoorah!
I'm thinking about many things here for Onyx. The way that they can solve this problem that they have. Maybe if they go back to the blue side, could be totally different. And with the ban on that Phobius, they're signaling that they wanted to go for the 1-1.
Right? No Paramis, no Phobius?
Exactly.
And they do. Signature pick for CW. So, fun little fact as well, right? Onyx have lost on the blue side. It was 100%. Right. And then now, Onyx have lost. First loss on the blue side today.
And an immediate answer of the Claude, as well as the Fredrin. I can hear some Kid Bomba.
I mean, Kid Bomba called it, man. He said it's going to be AB Brand.
Yeah.
Looks like he's coming true here. AB Brand again, picking up the Fredrin as well as the Claude. Very quick responses here. I'm looking at the mid lane. Should they go for the Valentina or Lilia right now?
Well, could be Valentina, could be Lilia. But maybe they just settle for something like a Martis or a Nakai. If they go Minotaur.
Varia. Okay.
The Varamino, very classic combo. But that means that they will not go for anything like an Angela. This will be their. This is a very honest draft coming out from Onyx. The problem that they have right now is that they might see the Akai as well as the Martis be banned out by AP Brand during the banning phase.
At this point, I'm just worried about Boots because our panelist was talking about how Boots has been shafted in the draft, given heroes that is gonna make plays, but is not winning the lane. So I'm looking at the draft and I'm thinking, will Boots be having an easier time or will he be the sacrifice lane?
But good thing is he will be the last pick anyways. AP Brand, Kai is still open, hero that kind of is good against the composition of AP Brand. We know for sure that those are the kinds of heroes that you pick up against the Fredrin. There's also the Direct factor for Onyx. And knowing that they have the 1-1 anyways, all they have to do is to make sure that the other laners, the XP lane as well as the jungler, should be self-sufficient. Heroes that don't rely heavily on the farm. So make sure that the 1-1 will have the farm in the end.
That's the thing right now, right? For AP Brand, they've been doing really well at shutting down Kyrie, whether he's on a utility, especially when he's on an assassin. That Hayabusa pick seems like a very desperate pick now that we look at game number 4. And AP Brand, now they're starting to nail Boots. They have heard the thoughts and they have seen what happens when Boots doesn't get a playmaking hero as well.
Yeah, because I was thinking of the Terizla as well, man. Without... What? We landed today from the US? Oh!
It's on time from the USA.
Hey, welcome! I mean, I'm not Filipino, but welcome!
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome.
You want to say welcome?
Welcome.
There you go.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
All right, now the Dyrov, you were talking about it as well, Mirko.
Banned out.
Dyrov getting banned as well. I mean, at this point, does Boots have the Tamos in his arsenal?
He does. Actually, he does.
He does. I mean, I think that Boots can play many kinds of heroes. Going up against the Claude, they might...
What does this say? Jauh ke Filipino to tengok Indonesia juara.
Yes.
What does that
He says he came from Indonesia, far away to the Philippines to see Onyx win.
Oh, thank you, man. I couldn't understand that. Your backup was well appreciated.
100%, man.
Valentina is open for AP Bren, a valid option for this case. I mean, Few is phenomenal with it, but I will not be surprised if they go pick up something like a Kadira actually for AP Bren because they need a hero for Few to kind of eliminate heroes instead of Onyx. They need a burst. So Farsa, Kadira, although the most reliable hero might be the Valentina for AP Bren.
What about just the Paquito here, right? The mid lane's already revealed. For the side of Onyx, they picked Novaria, so Valentina won't be contested. Picking up a Paquito here, sure, it does stop that flex from happening from the Arlet, but hey, it's a strong pick. You get it on Flap Teasy. You also get Mr. or Master Ogwen on the Arlet.
Well, the clock is ticking. AP Brent has to make a selection right now. So the hero that they're gonna pick up looks like it's gonna be the Lilia.
Okay.
So if Onyx is gonna pick up a utility jungler, he's gonna take quite a lot of damage.
That means that Onyx might just go for Lapu-Lapu on the EXP lane or the Paquito that we talked about. But Lapu-Lapu should be a wonderful choice. And when it comes to their jungler choice, they still have Akai as well as Martis. They might just go revert back to the Martis because what they need to do right now is to just rely on the 1-1. They have solid pickups for the 1-1 anyways. They have the Minotaur as well as this Novaria. So Akai or Martis should be the choice. And then something like a Lapu-Lapu so that they can dive the backlines.
Right. Looking at the selection here. A lot of crowd control as well as a lot of damage coming in from Onyx. The Paquito getting picked up here as well as the box. Yeah.
I can't believe that the box is still open.
Yeah,
I completely forgot
but
about
also
it.
the box check into the Lilia, right?
That's
it's a tough matchup here.
That's true.
Very, very tough.
Okay, now AP Bren can choose to go for the Arlet again. They can actually go for the Lapu-Lapu. They picked it before. It's Fredrin Lapu-Lapu Arlet.
That would be crazy, right? A Filipino hero in the final, perhaps, game.
Yes, sir.
Of M5. AP Bren might be able to do it. What is the voice line that Lapu-Lapu says?
This is our homeland?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
This is homeland. And soon be the burial ground
of Onyx. Let's
How
see.
fitting would that be?
I think
But
if
it
he
makes
does
a lot
go
of
for the
sense.
Lapu, the crowd will go wild, right? Right as he says, oh, he doesn't. Okay, Grok. They want the Lapu, man. They want to hear, this is our homeland.
All right. Well, you want to show off your skin. Let's hope we have time.
We have too much power.
Dude, we're influencing the crowd. We're very sorry. But again, we're jumping in potentially the final game for today. Looking at the drafts. Wolf, do you feel AP Brand's got it?
Absolutely, they have a good hero for. They have a good standard matchup. Just especially because they have the Lilia anyways, and they kind of. I think that this backshot was kind of forced, but at the same time, there's no other reason. I dare say though, for Onyx, all they have to do really is to rely on Chewe this time. Just rely on CW. They have a very standard draft, Minotaur as well as Novar. It's gonna be great in the early and the late portions of the game. All Carry needs to do is to make sure that he at least trades for the first few turtles and not get destroyed in the early stage, and they're going to be A-okay.
The host country has never won an M series. Will AP Brand be the difference maker, or will the Sky Kings ascend and then continue this best of 7? We're jumping into the game.
We're hearing it already from the crowd. This is our homeland, they say, as they yell out AP Bren. Ogwen early on invading the enemy jungle, gonna be knocked out. Flicker already burnt out. Kyrie hunting him down. Ooh, the
Aduh,
Astrosphere
nggak
dodge
kena.
away from CW chasing. Ogwen gets out.
Buset.
Ogwen, oh my
Lolos
goodness.
tuh.
But that's Flicker that they committed. Burnt a lot of time though. Amazon Onyx, be very happy about that. Flicker not being available for the Lord fight, for the turtle fight.
Looking at the emblem set here, I want to see a little bit more aggression coming in from Boots, because Boots is going very aggressive, having the Rupture as well as the Festival of Blood.
And interestingly, you know, Converse, want to take a look at the gold lane. 1-1 versus the Cloud. We saw yesterday that the trend was go for the Master Assassin, but this time they went both for Tenacity.
So both are playing for survivability. Both are playing not for the lane, but for the team fights. That's what they want to do the most. So far, let's look at this matchup, right? The skill matchup, even in the jungle. It's Baksha versus Fredrin, but Countese has been able to invade early on, getting a level lead.
Wow, it's mainly because of the Graph as well, being very aggressive in that moment, in that regard. I would say though, Baksha is supposed to be the hero that has a faster jungle take rate.
It's the distraction from
But
Ogwen.
distraction from Ogwen. At the same time though, few can leash, and Novaria cannot leash as much.
Interesting though. Looking at Countese, wait a minute. A knock-up, a taunt onto Keyboy. Should be able to escape this one, but look at the emblem that Kyle actually chose. We've seen many times that now it's the concussive blast that has become the norm for Fredrin. Why Braves might here, Wolf?
It's a standard. Actually was the first emblem of choice. And then there was the Quantum Charge, eventually the concussive blast, and they're now going for the Brave Star because he wants a team fight. I think that AP Brand, particularly for Countese, they're recognizing the fact that it's the Claude that is the main character here.
Minions Fury and the knock-up Keyboy now knocked up himself by the wild charge from Ogwen. That's Few, the man who is on a mission to get his second M-Series title.
Let me just say that play was possible because of Ogwen. Ogwen saw the pathway coming in from Kyrie, making AP Brand know that Kyrie is far away so they can burst down the turtle. No hesitation at all. Onyx having both Keyboy as well as Suns trying to create the illusion that they want to contest for it, but the illusion was shattered because Ogwen found out where Kyrie really was.
Amazing play coming out from AP Brand for sure. The spacing that they have, they're not stopping.
They're not. Keyboy very low, the wall to keep him at bay. No dash, Keyboy still able to flicker up the wall charge. Now Flapteasy caught under the turret.
Yeah,
the shot, he finds it. Sans looking for the turnaround by Flapteasy. Just walks out. Now Sans walks down. Astral Meteor going to be committed down. The mid lane cleared away by Few to stop that from happening.
And what a juggle coming out from Few. He took the aggro of the turret and then survived because of the ultimate, making it so that they can dive. That was wonderful juggling coming out from AP Brand.
We gotta talk about the late game scaling here because Onyx, we've seen whenever they have the Novaria, their Lord dance is gonna be very difficult to handle just because Sans can deal out so much damage in the meantime. And now we gotta look at the Novaria Astral Recall comparison, both Sans as well as Few. Games played, Few has more advantage, and look at a cast count. 396 for Sans, but 776 for Few.
Very similar. They
36,
hit
35.
1 out of the 3 shots they make. That's actually pretty impressive.
Very impressive on the Novaria. Boots chunked down by Few, but Ogwen now, Power of Nature, getting him out to safety, but Boots dealing a bit more damage. Knockout strike as well. Ogwen gets out again. Master Ogwen doing the Skadoo sheer Few. Knocked up, but he still has the black shoes and even a Purify. Kyrie canceled out on that shield unity. Flapteasy doing a bit of a damage. The wall comes down, the Guardian's barrier. Minas Fury dodged away from Countese. Gets out. Oh, it's a wild charge, a final slash. Everything. Boots forced to flicker out to safety. Kyrie returns as Poisson's Keyboy isolated. And Appraiser's wrath to take him down for the 3rd time this game. But Onyx find this time around a kill back onto the enemy rover.
This is a very good start here coming in from AP Brand. 1,000 goal lead. They are in prime position to keep controlling the map because at this point, I feel like it's hard for Onyx to even move forward.
Exactly. Right after taking the turtle, they know that Kyrie doesn't have the retribution. Then Countese steals it away. He actually gets 2 creeps, gets the Rakhursa as well as the orange buff. That's gonna be massive. I mean, you will not feel it right now, but every time that Countese takes away a jungle creep away from Kyrie, that's double the effect. Because not only do you get gold, you also take away gold from your opposing jungler.
And now Boots, he's taking a long way around. Boots will be taken out. AP Bren have come alive again in Game 5.
Onyx right now, they've been making a lot of mistakes, getting caught out. Ogwen, even though he's taking quite a lot of damage, he's not going to get taken down. Few is here as well. Onyx, I kind of feel like they got to slow down, they got to breathe, they got to figure out what is their game plan, because I feel like they're trying to force things and AP Brand is just catching their mistakes.
They've been catching way more than just mistakes. They've been forcing mistakes out as well. All in onto Keyboy, the Roamer, a taunt as well. Calteezy put on the stacks. Wild charge of Brazers Red. Keyboy taken down again. Blazing away from Super Marco as well. Almost ECW down. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Few gets assassinated by Boots.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Keyboy right now as the Minotaur 0-4-0. 6 minutes in the game. AP Brand has 5 kills, 4 of those is Keyboy. AP Brand, they have a target, and that target's name is Keyboy.
Big problem. Turtle is going to be available. They're forcing the retribution onto Kyrie once again.
Level 10 to level 8, and Calteezy gets it, but he does utilize the retribution. Now Kyrie, shield unity instantly onto the Turtle. It's now already being started up by Onyx. This is a desperate move, but it might actually work out for them. Kyrie has the retribution. AP Bren forced back. That's retribution secured for the Turtle right now, and Boots is able to pop in that black shoes, and Astrosphere dodge away from by Few. Boots still chasing. Few gets out.
Let me just say, AP Brand has been doing quite a good job avoiding all the damage coming in from Sans, because we see the U-turn coming in at the end of their move and making sure that Sans is not going to make that big of an impact. So I kind of feel like that's also a small thing, but it's really stacking up.
Yep.
It's really making it so that AP Brand is not really all that fearful getting into those fights.
AP Brand also transitioning into overtaking the jungle. And that's the reason why they prioritize utilizing the retribution onto the purple buff. Boots in trouble.
Flickering back out, easy chasing, and Battle Mirror Image is there. Boots will be taken down again. This time it's Super Marco who picks up the kill. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, not the same thing happening. AP Brent stopping any sort of trade from happening this game. 8 minutes in.
Oh no. Disastrous for Onyx.
I'm just listening to the crowd. I mean, at this point, AP Brand 1.7k lead for Onyx. What is the timing here? Super Marco's pushing, man.
The only timing for Onyx waiting right now is again for the game to equalize once again. They might forfeit the early to mid game again. The first 15 minutes, it's gonna be AP Brand for sure. And all they can do is to hope that Keyboy lands a beautiful Minion Fury into CW's ultimate. Until then, it's gonna be difficult for them to find a fight. Unfortunately, AP Brand has the better heroes, 30 stages of the game, and the better items, the better economy. They just have it right now.
One way out for Onyx, it's to fight. But AP Brand are doing the best they can to stop that from happening.
Yeah, and right now, again, Onyx, their mechanics are going to be tested here because AP Brand, they're definitely winning out when it comes to the macro. The Lord has pawn. Boots up top with Super Marco. The Lord dance is initiated by Calteezy. Keyboy probably looking for an opportunity.
That's a good shield unity into the Astrosphere. Crossbow tank can be locked in. CW on the Calteezy, who's taking a half HP right now, but he has it. Brazers round! Wild charge from Oakwood! Calteezy very low. CW launching forward. A few dealing some damage well. CW, once again, doing a lot of damage. Boosting the leg. That's a concealed play. Kyrie gonna be able to secure this Lord of the game. Oakwood very low. Conceal. Trying to get out. Knockout strike locks him down. And that should be a kill over. Boots, the heavenly fist is what we call him in Indonesia. Now getting it. CW finds another.
Onyx needed to fight. They fought.
Marco.
With nature. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, I couldn't even finish my sentence there.
Yeah, me neither.
And that's a team fight that Onyx badly wanted. We're looking for an opening. They have found it. They made it, actually.
Uh-oh. Boots taken very low. So Marco backed up with a Battle Mirror Image. Now Kyrie with the shield unity. Looking low. My goodness gracious. Every single time he throws this one, man, it's panicking, but CW gets a turret up top.
Marco, breathe. We need you. We need you, man.
I'll breathe.
All right, so now we're going to give it over to Wolf. Looking at the items here.
Yep, a rush onto the Wind of Nature. Interesting choice coming out from CW. And that's the reason why they were able to last the fight. At the same time, deal the damage. And now Onyx, they all of a sudden get 2.4k.
What? Wait.
Rubber band.
From 400 gold to 2,600. 5-man Astral Echo. Onyx looking for the steal, Minions Fury. But Kyrie will just secure the purple buff. They're getting chunked very low. That might be a bad endgame. Baptiste! He went in a bit too aggressive. Super Marco, a great battle mirror image to escape from this onslaught of damage. Another shot down, threading the needle, Sans.
I would say here, Onyx has been winning those fights where Flapteasy made a bad engage. And I don't know, AP Brand, they gotta stop that, because every time we see Flap goes in, and then Onyx feels like they're having an advantage. His HP, you have to look at that, man.
And my smart translation to that is that the box that was set up by Onyx was already so rigid, and AP Brand goes into their box one after the other. Especially when Flapteasy starts it, they're waiting for Ogwin to go for the jump, but unfortunately Onyx has established this box where Kibo is in front, CW is waiting for the stacks. When they do have the ultimate, they will be able to pop it. And I think the real game changer here for Onyx is Sans.
Yes.
Every time he lands the Astral Echo onto many members of AP Bren, Onyx will have the better decision making.
Because Ogwin can't find any wild charges. The wild charges become very tame. And that becomes very powerful. Kyrie knows it's time to go in right now. Flapteasy, crossbow tank already. Oh, final slash not able to be casted in time. And he gets bursted down.
And Ogwin cannot do anything. Didn't do anything. Because even if he uses the wild charge, it's just a waste of an ultimate. And what's going to happen is that Ogwin will also be taken to the grave.
Let me just say, man, this is not a fun game to be a front line. Because every single time you're just doing your job.
You're just doing your thing, man.
You just get punished too much. It's like, excuse me, sir. Let me play the game.
This game turned out to be a battle of mechanics in the end because both teams have good heroes. And when I say good heroes, they have the 1-1 on the side of Onyx. They have the Cloud on the other side. Meaning to say, no matter what happens, there will be the late game insurance. And it's just 12 minutes of the game.
Boots now, I gotta say, I don't think he's been shafted by the draft. He's been getting a hero that can make a difference, man.
And he's performing on it so far on this Bakito. 2 deaths, but with those 2 kills now, they're looking for a little initiation. Astral Echo once again revealing forward. Boots flanking around, just making a miss. Flapteasy going to be chunked down by the Astral Sphere. Kyrie still on the Lord. Flapteasy not able to enter this. Final slash only on the Keyboy. Minor Fury! Keyboy finds 3. That's another knockup. Super Marco still holding down the Fury by Bako! With a lazy duet, but CW with a crossbow of tag into the Astral Sphere. Now CW chasing Few down, forcing another big punch from Boots. 4 for 1.
He got that?
Unbelievable. And it's Sans again landing the Astral Echo to 4 members of AP Bren. Then immediately what they did afterwards was to go to Kalteezy. The front-to-back damage coming out from Onyx cannot be contained anymore. Kalteezy steps into the box of Onyx once again, gets punished for it.
Wait, they're going for the end. 1 base turret up top, 1 base turret in the mid lane getting dealt with. Super Marco gonna be chunked down. 1 second on Flapteasy. Coming down, CW focusing it. But Onyx will decide to disengage. It's a bit too risky with all the members coming back. They don't want to risk a 1 straight push, but they have another Lord.
Yep, the Lord is here. Astral Echo connects onto everyone. The Super Marco taking a lot of damage. AP Bren still protecting their base. Onyx doesn't find a way to go in.
Amazing defense from AP Bren. Onyx now looking for the bottom lane base turret, the final one. Flapteasy looking for a big play. Weakness points getting caught out. Flapteasy 2 more. That's a good final slash on the CW. Good nature, wild charge, and that's the turn. 3-man Minute Fury into the blazing duet. Boots in the upper castle with a hell of a Keyboy. That's an Astral Sphere, dodge away from once again. Flapteasy very low. Boots in the midst of it all. Dealing some damage, getting some shields. Able to disengage, and the base turret, the Windians, take away the final base turret in the bottom lane. Only the base left standing, but AP Bren are fighting.
Defense there from AP Bren was really good, but they did lose a lot. And the thing is, Onyx, all they need to do was to make sure that CW is cleared for takeoff. And AP Bren finally are able to stop them. Flicker is going off cooldown on Ogwin. And AP Bren punished, they get 1 turret. Gonna live to see another day, another Lord Dance for sure. It's gonna happen in less than a minute.
Well, what we were talking about, how they will.
Another big shot out to Ogwin. Kyrie unable to take him down. It's ticking, but Ogwin survives. Pops the power of nature. Oh my goodness, this game.
Onyx they're in a position where they push AP brand. Now, looking at the base, half HP, basically. Right now, I'm looking at Boots as well. I'm thinking, Onyx has a lot of ways to play this. They can wait for the Lord. They can go for a fight. They can go for a split.
Exactly, because they have the Paquito anyways.
There's a lot of options here for Onyx. The pressure's on to AP brand now. They gotta figure out what Onyx wants to do and be 2 steps ahead.
Well, look at the draft. Remember what Onyx did to AP Brand. Now Few is the one on the Lilia. Now they are the ones who have good wave clear. Could it possibly happen? One big fight to end the game from AP Brand.
There's so many possibilities. In fact, right now, I'm curious because Super Marco as well as Ogwen, they're grouped up together.
Oh.
They might punish Boots.
Well charged into everything. Boots able to dash away. Forward now with the
That's the
wall.
play.
Catches him and Few takes the kill. That's the play indeed. AP Bren, that's the opportunity, the golden one. But Caltese gonna be locked down, crossbow tank ready. CW popping it now in the final second, able to translate it over to Ogwen and finding the kill. Few forces the black shoe, CW alone. When they should be popped in, Super Marco jumps in as well with CW's dive. Super Marco survives. Keyboy right there. Sans dealing damage with the help of Keyboy. 4 for 2 in favor of AP Bren. Keyboy very low, another one. Winner Truncheon from Few. A flicker back. What? Sans and Keyboy looking for the miracle play. Looking for a snipe down. Easy with a dodge. With that vengeance, Keyboy running Ogwen down. Very low. Has the mortality. Does he buy some time? Astral Media, but look at the minion waves. An Astral Spear connecting. Ogwen flickers out to safety. The crowd goes wild. But the base is still wide open for the minion waves to come crashing down.
Right now, Sans finally gets it! Dude! Sans right now!
Oh.
What is this game? It's like playing tag! Sans trying to catch everyone and everyone just dodging him left and right!
But look at the timers, now it's Ogwen who's down for 20.
And he doesn't have the immortality when he wakes up. This is what happens when you have 2 of the best teams in the world of Mobile Legends going up against each other in the best of 5 series with the best heroes that we could ever expect from them. It's a duel.
Right now, the Lord has been started by Onyx. AP Brand will not contest. Onyx now has the Lord. They will push with this. The question is AP Brand. They have the Lilia. They have the Claude. They have ways to clear the minion. But Onyx, can they force this out?
Sans!
Gila.
Gila Sans.
And I want to say, majority of the damage output of Sans obviously comes from the Astral Sphere from the second skill. But actually, his Astral Meteor usages were so much on point.
The choke points.
The choke points, he's utilizing it to...
He's playing it like a Lilia.
Exactly. He's making a lot of space for the team because he's blocking so many of the passageways of AP Brand, and the slows are actually super annoying to deal with.
Timing, though, it's not an evolved word.
It's not.
Yang penting one-one eh, jangan.
Right now,
And they have the Lilia.
The Lord marches in. The wall has been brought up. Astral Echo hitting a 4. Look at Boots.
Very low, able to get the shield down. Now the base wide open. Finish Fury, not going to be casted just yet, but the Lord has been cleared out. Kyrie taking low.
Yeah,
Turns the poisons to run away. Oh, they go and collapse out to Kyrie. With the final stocks as well. Finish Fury catching everyone. CW looking for the play. On the Few, putting the black shoes.
Yeah,
Keyboys, he flickers out to safety, but Flapteezy is chasing him down. Sans clears out of midway. Flapteezy with a good stun. That's another Astral Sphere not connecting this time around. Keyboy taken down. Flapteezy finds the vengeance.
Onyx has to change their strategy, man. They gotta take advantage of Sans. They gotta let Sans do the damage.
Aduh.
It looks like AP Brand was able to protect their base, but back to my point.
30 seconds.
Oh, wait. Can he do it?
Minionnya.
Nah, he can't. He can't.
It's very risky.
Very risky indeed. Has to recall out. He's keeping at it. He's keeping it. He's waiting for information. Few. Can he take off Few?
The assassin, 1v1, black shoes used up. CW needs one crossbow attack, but he saves it. He saves it. He outplays Few, but immortality gets bought out, and CW will back away.
Yeah, percaya mortal doang.
Oh, what a play!
GG dia.
Turnaround.
Tangannya cepat
Now
banget.
it's gonna be Kyrie, who still is able to pop in that
Masih
four
ada yang
shots. He's
Mortal.
isolated from the team, but Fire
Yeah.
is soaking a lot of damage. Final clash might be happening right now. The Immortality.
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
Immortality! Kyrie has been taken down!
And it's mainly because of Ogwen. Usage of Guardian's barrier to isolate Kyrie away from his team. Then the supplement
GG
and the
banget
final
gila.
slash. The
Mortalnya masih
displacements.
ada.
Ogwen, wild charge, keeping it at bay. Super Marco now trying to turn it around. CW jumping forward. A mechanical duel between the two best goal laners in the world currently.
Let me just say, I don't envy the position of CW as well as Super Marco right now, man. Too many things is going through their heads.
A very intense fight. I mean, everybody's trying to outplay each other, forcing so many mistakes, and at the same time, like making the mistakes their own. Carry 12 seconds before respawning. Does have the shield unity, so he can get back. And the lanes are naturally in favor of Onyx.
Final slash, CW is down! The final slash that might have just ended this game. Another wild charge.
Yeah.
Super Marco finding the kill. Kyrie jumping on the Super Marco, who buys the immortality. An astral spear from Gila-san. Super Marco, battle mirror image, Boo's still in the midst of it all. Trying to look for a big fight right now. Sans comes back in with the astral meteor. An astral echo. Another immortality pop. Kyrie still going to fall. You finds another. For the base.
Yes.
The minions. The drama.
Ya elah dipaksa tadi harusnya.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Ya elah.
Event.
Biasa.
The flappening.
Salah tadi.
David Charles Gallo, that's his name. Saving this game with a
Paksa
final
harusnya
slash
biasa
to take
kelar.
out CW. That's saving them from the Winions. It's the Cannon event.
This is the game. Sans has to carry the team, man. He has the damage. He just has to connect them. Altitude very low, but looks like AB Brand will secure this Lord. This is not looking good for Onyx.
And the wave clear is not that good for Onyx. It's not like for AP Brand where there is the Lilia as well as the Claude. This is the 1-1 single target hero. This is Novaria. Although you have the Astro Meter, it will not be enough. AP Brand, because of Flap TC,
Paksa tadi mati biasa menang.
and here you can hear them. End it! End it now!
Well, Onyx gonna try their very best to deny that. Because again, this is match point for AB Brand. Once that crystal is down, we'll crown a new champion. The Lord is marching up top.
Ditahan
Ogwen's
lote.
delaying it. He's trying to sync up the minions. This is going to be very difficult for Onyx to defend.
Even the base turret down below will be taken down by Super Marco. An Astrosphere in the mid lane. Can they clear it away? Is it still possible, Wolf?
Again, for Onyx, I think anything is possible. They still have boots. Or maybe that's a wayfinder they're looking for. And Sans, a key hero, needs to survive for the entirety of this defense.
The base is cracked. Onyx on full defense mode, under siege. The Golden Road at risk. AP Bren in their world tour. In the mid lane, cleared out. Super Marco gonna be chunked down. The Athena shield already popped away. CW is able to clear out the minion wave in the mid lane. Kyrie, the shield unity, backing away once again. That top lane now gonna be dealt with by Onyx. And we are back again to the waiting game. Rizal Memorial Coliseum! Are you not entertained?
Listen to the crowd. This is an amazing match. 24 minutes in. AB Brand with a 6K goal lead, but at this point, the goal is only about switching your items. You, as well as Ogwen, finds all members of Onyx. And AB Brand, they're just moving around. They're just waiting for a point where Super Marco can just go in.
Lilia, the super duper late game, the ultra late game is so
concealed.
good.
A full NCW on
Wala
A
gila.
big mistake! A
Gila,
big
Wala.
blunder! AB Brennan found it once again! An Astral Spear, this time from Sans, an Astral Meteor in the bottom lane to try to clear things out. Super Marco knocked up, has the battle mirror image. 55 seconds on CW on Calvin Winata.
Oh my goodness. Flap TZ once again.
Boots going in, trying to force out the Black Shoes. Minion wave in the mid lane, gonna be chucked down once again as Boots is able to dish out some damage in the bottom lane to clear the minion wave out. both waves dealt with, but AP Bren are slowly sieging. Flaptizi. Oh, he's jumped into the base. Very low. Astral Meteor. Ogwen tanks it
Low
out.
padahal.
What a juggle.
Awas.
So Marco down.
Ya.
Still gets out.
And for some miracle, Onyx holds on to 2 of their turrets.
1-1
They might let go of the other one though.
Bottom lane base turret.
Hey.
They might be taken down. That is a big resource, but they are able to keep it at bay. Flaptizi up top, clearing up the wave. Onyx looking for another way to reset this, to stop AP Bren.
Right now, 4 members are caught in Astral Echo. Boots is from the side. The Few finds him. Slap wants to go in. He wants to
yang
target.
dapat.
Back up, Astral Sphere.
Udah ulti itu.
Kyrie's gonna be chunked damage. Radical Boost! On strike.
1-1 eh.
CW's now here. The Lord, who gets
1-1.
it?
Oh, oke 1-1 ya.
CW marches
Kelar, udah mati dia. Oh, udah.
Twice the retry. AP Bren scrambling. Sans! This bounce from Marco. Now CW is looking for an angle onto Ogwen.
Ada kelar. Akhir menang juga.
A kill. Now it's Pew. Who's the
Awas.
CW? Mortality bot. Black shoes.
Ya
Dude,
elah.
CW, man, as long as he survives, there's space
Ay,
for
gila.
Onyx. Right now, they got the Lord. The minions have spawned.
Hampir
Onyx
bikin
can push right
koit.
now. But look at the positioning here, Sans. CW, they're in the face of Baby Brand.
Sans is preventing Few from laying down the glooms so that there will be no defense. Sans with the place, the aggression, turning things around.
We can hear now the chant coming in from Onyx. Ogwen.
Sans looking for a shot. Kyrie jumping in CW. This
Paksa
might be
udah.
the end for this game.
Wah, kebuka lagi dia.
Onyx
Wah, akhirnya.
a miracle.
Mantap.
Onyx denying the 4-1. Onyx continuing this battle. Onyx has one more chance to push us. Has one more chance to become the world champions.
After so many heroics coming out from
Masih
Flaptizi and the
bisa.
entirety of AP Bren, it was Keyboy who finds the Minoan Fury in the end. Kyrie buying the immortality out of nowhere, under duress from the Lord Dance, and then eventually Sans acting as if his base is the other end. What a game!
We need a breather, man. Mirko needs a breather. We need towels. We need everything. For
Untung
now,
1-1 nya
we're
kebuka
passing it
tadi.
over to our panelists.
Gila 1-1 nya di ini ya. Di counter.
Boys, I don't know what to tell you. I thought that was it. I thought AP Bren, they were going to close out that game, but Onyx pull it back somehow. They look so broken in the early game.
I think it's safe to say, and I speak on behalf of everyone watching, that was the best game so far in this series.
Oh, my lungs are giving out. This, I don't know. If Onyx can pull it all the way to make this a full best of 7, good luck to them, because the crowd is against them, and it doesn't help that AP Bren had so much momentum, and yet, despite all that, they were able to synchronize, calm it down for just a moment. A split second, some might even say. Sans poking them out. Great job coming in from him. The final play with Keyboy and the whole team. The synchronization like no other.
All throughout, early, mid, late, ultra late, there was but one shining beacon for Onyx to hold out for, with hopes of not ending the series just yet. And this series was Gilak, and he is Gilak Sans, your MVP for game number... I even lost track of what game this is.
It's game number 5, technically, right now. Game number 5. I can't even explain how insane this man is. The number of shots that he was able to connect, the number of times that he has saved his team, turning a losing situation into a winning situation with a single click of a button.
This was game 4. Now looking back, I'm doing the math. This is game 4. 3-1. Looking back at the highlights, you'll see exactly how Sans all throughout was not just but a vision getter, a source of damage, and a reason for AP Bren to scramble. Anywhere Sans was in the map was a hot zone for AP Bren to either engage or to reinforce. The fact that Few is a short to mid-range mage means he can only really interact with so much from Onyx. Compare that to Onyx, who's playing on so many different ranges of both engagement and damage.
I mean, in a lot of these moments, right, you're looking for the big playmakers, and I don't think it comes down to the playmakers anymore. It's about synchronization of your abilities. If you're using that knock-up strike, and if you're using a double knock-up strike, it still counts as CC. Even if it is what some people might call a micro stun, it doesn't matter because everybody else is piling in on that damage. You saw that the only losing situations coming out from AP Bren is when Super Marco happened to get caught by the knock-up from Keyboy.
And if that doesn't happen, then AP Bren has a lot more in stock. They can overload on CC. As for Onyx, it was but just one big turnaround. Again, a big knockout for Keyboy. Boots coming in from an angle. Those are the ways Onyx win. Yet, some way, somehow, they're able to clap back from this almost unwinnable position. Flapteasy was fishing homies out of the base. He was pulling people out with the final slash. And if you get pulled out that way, the way the CW did there, a lesser team would have crumbled. A lesser team would have just crumpled up and said, you know what? All right, it's over.
Most people would give up at that point because this is such a creative way to fish people out. To use conceal in this manner. Conceal, send the person who activated the conceal to run into your opponents while you have one person to fish, walk outside, walk back in while he gets distracted just to find CW. Who thinks of that?
You know who? Let me tell you, you know who?
Who?
He's the season MVP, season 11 MPLID.
Oh my goodness, no way. Don't tell me that he used to be a mid laner. No, a jungler that turned into a mid laner.
He was rocking with the Astral Recall.
Every time he hits it, Gilaxans makes that difference. And when we're looking at the emblems, it's the same exact story time and time again. This time, no Master Assassin for any of the laners. The story can be told based on the supports, and not only that, the EXP laners. Because good guy Boots, I mean, he was taking a pounding. And in this matchup, especially when you're up against Flapteasy on an Arlet, it's a pretty skill-based matchup.
I can't believe that he also was not rocking the agility. It was the penetration and the wilderness blessing. So that plus the astral recall allows for him to weave in and weave out the way he needs to. Looking at the item build, though he ends up with just the same build. Again, this is how confident Sans was that no one was going to get to him. Didn't even need to juggle the Trunch or the Immortality.
But let's also talk about the supports here, because again, for supports, once you're getting to those final items, you really have to think about cost efficiency. It's not about how many items you can switch out because you just don't have that kind of money. We look at Ogwin making a very smart decision, deciding to go for the Guardian's helmet because he knows he's going to get hit by the poke, but if he can regenerate and if these fights go on long enough, he can then walk back in and participate without having to recall.
You know who else was a testament in this bout was Kyrie. I saw the young man from Bataan now playing for Indonesia under Onyx juggle so much. Towards the late game, I'm looking at maybe post 18 minutes, he was so willing to die that he would just put himself in the way of harm just to protect Sans, just to protect CW, and then the odds be damned. He will just wait until he comes back, because once again, I remember getting a shouting, he has no money, he has no money. He can't even juggle with the Trunch. And then, again, that just shows how well connected Onyx is. They're able to make these sacrifices and not get punished for them.
I mean, it's coming to a point where we are seeing some of the greats learn from their past predecessors. We all know Karteezy from M2, and even when he won during M4 on Echo's side. Switching items is no new concept, but to be able to play from a kick butt style of assassin to now a more utility jungle, I think Kyrie is going through the exact same phases.
Oh, wow. To be following in the footsteps of such a great in Karteezy. Hey, they're both in the top 10 greatest, so I'm not even surprised. Looking at the damage dealt again, you'll see that it's a majority on Sans, that's no question. But what is surprising to me is the fact that Super Marco dealt more damage than CW, even when you're looking at a map that was controlled completely by Onyx. Where was that? Are we looking at a point wherein the turrets was, you know what? It was a very long game. That's why it led to that. That's why this looks this way, is because the Minotaur was healing up. That motivation roar changes the math when it comes to an ultra late game.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right on that one. And let's not forget, the big problem that unfortunately AP Brem was trying to solve was how do you catch Sans? He's never there half the time. He's not even on your screen for a majority of the game. And the only win condition that they could have was to take out Mr. Calvin Winata in the first place and then hope to maybe outlast the onslaught coming in from Sans.
With that said, it looks like we're in for quite a ride. This series must have waken up something inside of Onyx Indonesia. As for AP Bren, I guess they're saying, gloves are off, pal. Now the series has gotten closer than it has ever been. Score now, 2-3?
2-3. This could be the equalizer for Onyx. This could be the game ender here, and we might crown a new world championship. Regardless, this has been one of the best series we've had thus far in the entirety of the M series. It's been so long since it was not a sweep for the very first time in a long, long time.
Something to note, now it seems like mid has been reactivated for Onyx. And in the games that they've lost so far in the series, by attacking both the jungle and the XP, AP Bren has been able to minimize Sans' efficiency. Now Sans is back online. The question now falls onto Coach Vren, Coach Ducky, and AP Bren. What do they do now? What else is left in the tank for them to choke out parts of the map, parts of Onyx lineup, for them to once again stop the Gilak, stop the madness?
I mean, they're going to have to dig deep as they possibly can, and more importantly, choke out that mid lane. They did it once before, they had that checkmate, and if they can find it once more on that blue side, well, casters, you know what to do. Take it away.
Well, we're taking it, and the score now is 3-2. And let me just say, from the English desk, shout outs to Chantel. I heard from all the PH talents whenever she's on, we're expecting a 7-game here.
In fact, she's actually called the mother of all series.
The mother
of all series.
Of all series.
That's right.
Seriously?
It is true.
So we got to thank Chantel for this 3-2.
That's exactly.
Okay, we got to go back into the game. Sans. If he wasn't there, I don't see how Ani could have came back from that one.
I think it's straight up they would have lost, right? I mean, looking at that MVP performance, looking at his performance, how did he not die?
Exactly. Well, I guess the biggest answer here
is Gilak Sans.
Yeah, and for all those who don't know, Gilak actually means crazy.
He's local, man.
He's insane.
Bahasa Indonesia. I know that.
Why? How do you know that?
Have you visited Indonesia quite a lot?
Yeah, for events, you know.
Damn, rich caster.
No.
He is a rich caster.
That's not true.
Going into this game, it's still not impossible for AP Brand to close things out because we saw so far the trend in this game. AP Brand controls the early and the mid. So it kind of looks like Onyx, they kind of figured out a draft that transitions well into the mid and transitions well into the late. And I kind of feel like AP Brand will start sniffing that out.
Yeah, for sure. For AP Brand, we can, if you look back at their lineup, they already have the Claude, which is a hero that's great for the late game.
Yeah.
And even Lilia is arguably good in the late game right now because of the changes, the revamps that you can reset easily your spells, your stacks. Most importantly though, I think the reason why the Novaria didn't die in this game is because there's no actual dive from the side of AP Brand. Surely they have Flapteasy, but it's not like a dive kind of hero, right? Because you want to bring back people towards your own box anyways. So it's not like an actual dive hero. That's the reason why Novaria didn't die in this game. Yeah.
And I gotta say, man, Flapteasy did a lot.
Yes.
Okay, sure, early game, he got attacked quite a bit. But the moment he got a little bit more tanky, Vengeance goes in, final slash, man. Flapteasy is a game changer, but now we're looking at the players here. We got to talk about their mental strength. This is where, if you want to be a champion, a lot of sacrifices have to be made. A lot of preparation all year, all throughout 2023 is on this point here. Can they handle the stress? Can they handle the pressure? It's been like, what, 5 games going into the 6th? This is going to be a lot for the players to manage.
Sure. Doesn't change at all, right? Even after winning that game, AP Brenner is still at match point.
That's correct.
1 game. Onyx need 2 back-to-back to become champions. Heck, well, if we count last game, 3. Back-to-back-to-back.
And the thing is, that particular game number 5 alone is a series on its own. You think about it, it's with what, 28 minutes? It's almost like a 2-0
If it was
series.
best of 5, it would have been over.
Exactly. But the thing is, there's a lot of fight in them. It's what we could say about Onyx. Even CW getting what three times killed back to back by Flap TZ in the gang, and still managed to land a beautiful crossbow attack in the end, right? And then Keyboy suffering 0 and 4, and all throughout the game, always having to be forced to use the Minnow and Fury, but also lands the game-winning Minnow and Fury at the Turtle Dance, right? And Lord Dance, I mean. And then lastly, Kyrie was under duress. Was in the middle of the Lord Pit, but he still managed to secure an immortality for some reason. I don't know if he bought it or if he sold something, but he didn't have the immortality before the fight happened, and then he had it afterwards. So there were so many micro gameplay that you have to take note of that game.
Mirko, right now, there is one similarity between you and Kyrie. Okay. Both of y'all are sweating. Because look at Kyrie, man. Like, he's drenched. Like, he's not been having a great series. And it's not because he's making mistakes or anything like that, but the constant pressure, man, is like, I know you guys love me, but come on.
Imagine if he was wearing a 3-piece suit.
Oh, yeah, well, there you go.
Well, it's for the trophy. So all the sweat and tears that may have come along the way to get to this point, it's all for the trophy. But you guys, everybody in the stadium, everybody watching at home, y'all have been amazing.
4.45 million.
That deserves a clap. Come on. Come on.
That deserves a clap. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's go even further. Let's try to hit 6.
That's right.
Oh, 6 would be...
Hey, if we go all 7 games, man. We got Chantel in the building.
We do have Chantel in the building, and we have this wonderful crowd as well, right?
Yeah. I feel like Sif is doing something as well. I kind of feel like this will go all the way.
Yeah.
You want to ask the crowd? I think they'll say no, right?
Because
they want or no, technically they can say yes, because 4-3 could be for the team that they're supporting.
Yeah, but before that, man, like, I don't know. I want to save some of my energy going into this game because even I'm starting to run out of breath because looking at this game. Onyx, what else can they do? Do they really have to just let go of that early game?
I don't think so. I think that they've been doing a great job securing the early stages. There's no reason for them to change up their strategy anyways. So maybe, you know, remove some of their habits so that it will catch Onyx off guard. But I think that AP Bren, even after losing that match, they're still at match point, like Mirko said, right? There's nothing else changed. It's just a hard reset, perhaps.
Well, here it is. You guys are seeing the countdown as we're going in the draft of what? The 6th game of this best of 7. Where again, the pressure is not stopping, it's not slowing down. As we look at a trophy, reminding both teams what they're fighting for.
And what already is good for AP Brand is that they have secured the blue side.
Yes,
and Onyx
blue.
So far, only one on the blue side, so they take that away. And that means that they will be the first ones to take the 1-1. Will Onyx ban it out, though?
They won't.
1-1 or Fredrin should be the pick here for AP Brand.
If they pick up the 1-1, Onyx can pick up the Faramis.
That's true.
And maybe eventually the Phobius.
Exactly. Faramis and Phobius, Faramis
Wait,
Arlet.
Guinevere is open.
Yep. Guinevere is actually open. Wow. They pick up the 1-1. And that's Faramis Guinevere or Faramis Arlet that I'm seeing Onyx will pick up.
I feel like Guinevere is a solid pick here, no?
Yep. You don't want to give both the Guinevere as well as the 1-1, right?
Yeah.
But then again, yeah, Gwyn Faramis or Arlet Faramis is what I think Onyx will pick up. Just because of how good AP Bren is with that hero.
Yep,
There's the Gwyn. Maybe the Faramis to follow.
Yeah, Faramis is a solid pick, but I think they're taking their time.
Yeah, because there's Valentina anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But still, they pick it up.
So Gwyn Faramis, Arlet Valentina, perhaps from AP Bren.
A lot of spins here, folks, but sorry, this draft is cooking. Congratulations to all that got the amazing skin. But now,
I'm thinking Arlet.
Oh, no skin at all.
Oh wow.
Wait, he says.
All right.
Can he get it? If he, no.
Yep, no. We gotta look at the draft because again, this is the 6th game here.
Yep.
Onyx, very good start. How is AP Brand gonna supplement this 1-1?
What if they pick up the Akai, I think. So maybe Akai or Fredrin for AP Brand for sure. But I think they might be leaning towards more than the Akai, then pick up the Faramis, the Valentina as well, so that they have an answer to the Faramis.
Yeah.
So another option might be Arlet. There it is.
And Arlet.
There it is.
Akai Arlen. That's the combo here with the 1-1 as well to try to cover for her and also to try to punish this clump up composition that they are going to try to look for with a Faramis.
Yep.
If the Phobia is not picked there, he's gonna get banned.
Yep. You go Martis, where they pick up the Claude immediately because you don't want to not have a game-winning hero on your side for Onyx. Onyx will just ban out the mages here for a few. Perhaps the Valentina, because it still is a pretty good hero, and it's a hero that can also one-shot the Claude later on. If the Claude does not pick up the Rose Gold Meter or the Athena Shield, Valentina is a hero that can one-shot that hero. Then the Gourd, which...
Or Novaria?
Yep, that's also true, that Novaria.
Because I kind of feel like if they don't have a hero that can dive...
Oh, he got it!
Oh, yeah, Spirit Root!
No way!
No way!
He did it!
The draft was the...
From 0 to 100.
Even the draft had to go down for that one, man. Congratulations, my man.
Dude, shout outs to everyone getting the skins. Sana all.
Sana all.
Actually, I do have every skin as well.
All right, rich guy.
It's just... Well, either ways, looking at the draft here, looking like Minotaur getting banned out by Onyx. So now it's on to AP Brand. Whether they want to ban out the EXP or Rome, I feel like banning out that EXP is going to be a safer choice here.
Yeah, definitely the safer choice, right? You want to take Boots out, but also same thing, right?
Khalid.
That's going to be the Khalid ban coming through.
Maybe Terizla as well.
Terizla Khalid would be solid to take away from Boots, but after that game on Paquito, do you want to respect that, right? That's my question. They can pick it up for them. Wait, no, first pick on red side.
Yeah.
So that is a viable ban actually to go for.
You know, was the Benedetta. It's well, also the Terizla is a pretty good hero, but usually what you counter with the Arlot, against the Arlot, is the Terizla, right? You pick it up. It's a good hero to go up against a 1-1 in a way. So yeah, the Gourd, as we expected. And I think Onyx are willing to give the Valentina the side. Oh, by the way, there is a chance for AP Brent to also pick up the Lapu Lapu once again.
Okay.
We've seen that it worked before because it's a, like I said, it's a great hero versus the Faramis. So I'm thinking for AP Brand, they might just ban out the Terizla for good measure.
Yeah, I would say because again, the Paquito was strong, but Boots on the Terizla, we see that it's a comfort pick for him. And I kind of feel like, I don't have the numbers, but if Boots gets the Terizla, the percentage of Kyrie actually securing those turtles and lords significantly increase.
Yep. It's a massive chance of a Hoot Hoot as well from Onyx.
Ooh.
Knowing that there's the Arlet and the Kai, that could be a 1-1.
Oh, they banned the Dyroth and the Khalid, so you're right, the Diggy could actually still come through for Onyx here.
No, but they might pick up the Boots hero first though, because they want to keep this Guinevere kind of flex. So what are the heroes that could be there for Boots? Maybe they steal the Edith or the Lapu Lapu actually.
Again, a lot of EXPs are open.
Yep.
You could just go for Terizla, right?
Yep. Terizla is like the safest. It's like one of those, like, just pick it up and then almost like you can autopilot it, because I'm guessing Boots has been playing this hero even in his sleep.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Like, oh, penalty zone.
Penalty zone, yeah. He's in a lot of XPs. I think XPs in M5 have just been that way, right? They can play Terizla in their sleep. It's the most common hero. They go for the hero that's not as common, but it's a Grok in the Rome, I am thinking now, right?
Technically flex still.
Yeah, but
technically.
So far this tournament, have we actually seen a Grok XP? That's my question.
I don't think so. We haven't. The pickups. For AP Brand, Lapu Lapu still is a prime option. There's also the option of the Edith, because Edith is naturally a good hero going up against this Faramis. You spend that out, and then the Valentina. It's a valid choice as well for AP Brand, unless they want to go for Eve, which has been proven to be good against the Faramis.
It is.
Great against the Faramis.
I mean, there's a reason why the Gore was banned out, right?
Exactly.
But they could also just go for the safest choice.
Lilia. Yeah,
Lilia is the safest choice.
So now the clock is ticking down. A lot of good choices, and Lilia has been picked up, and Damas flap again. I mean, he's been winning on this Damas, man. No reason not to pick it up. This might be the game-winning draft coming in from maybe Ren.
The series-winning draft.
Board wins all. That's why it's banned.
That's why it's banned.
That's why it's banned, Naisu.
With the Dyroth being banned out, what else is left for Onyx, for Boots to use going up against this Thams? There's still this Edith. Which is technically not a very bad hero, but at the same time, it provides you with the front line that you need. Then you can run down the enemies with it. Or maybe they might even consider Uranus actually.
Oh.
But that they have the split push. For them to be able to have the split push, go Purify, and then you can stay in front of this Akai.
Yep. Clock is ticking down. It looks like Onyx. They're gonna pick up the Phobius. It's all part of plan. It's all part of plan. AB ran 4-3. I mean, we talked about the Phobius the moment we saw the 1-1.
That's right.
Yeah, and then on top of it, the Arlet comes around, and then you think, okay, Phobius, if it's not picked, it's gonna be banned. That's what you said in the first phase. It wasn't picked or banned, so it was picked up. We have Mr. Bomba again. Oh, there you go.
And Mr. Basic as well.
Mr. Basic and Mr. Bomba, the two Bs. We just need Beloyski to complete the BBB.
All right, going into this game, Wolf, the Phobius, will it be a difference maker, or will Boots won't be able to do much with him?
Difference maker when it comes to the team fights, 100%. My problem is, how does it fare against the Thamps in the EXP lane? I would assume that it's not that good.
Well,
so there are many few heroes that actually win against the Thamps in the laning stage.
The golden road for this year is for the Sky Kings. The dream is still alive for them to complete it, but they gotta take down AP Brand. That is again in match point, where we're going into game number 6 to see whether it will end here or it will go all 7 games.
The start of the game, it's Kyrie who has a significant advantage on the Guinevere. This is the reason it's so heavily prioed in the draft. Baptiste and Ogwen, though, very aggressive start of the game. Actually clears it out very well. Kyrie has already rotated. This might be a miscalculation. Sans as well is here. Flicker out from Ogwen. Baptiste holding on to that orange buff. But in the end, will disengage.
Yeah, interesting idea, because we know that the Phobius will not win against the Thamps, but he gets level 2 now, so it's gonna quite an even matchup. And the reason why that happened is because Keyboy did the anti-glue treatment in M4. If you remember, they used the Grok to block the minions twice, so that the minions will be in favor of Boots. And that was a genius move coming out from Onyx. That's why they drafted this Grok earlier on.
Gotta talk about Super Marco again. Now using the Master Assassin, where before this, he was a Tenacity, but Kyrie
He's trying to go for the invade. Spatial migration, retribution secures the invade steal over to the gold buff now. It seems like he should be able to find this for free unless, nope, Kyrie takes it.
It looks like Flapteezy still again wants to go for that Corrosion Scythe early and maybe try to bully out Boots, because the Phobius is strong, but if the Phobius can't do much in lane, then it's not going to be that big of a problem. Kyrie again, always getting pressured by AP Brand. AP Brand has a thing for Kyrie.
Yeah.
I mean, he is cute, but you know.
Even the fans in the building, CW versus Super Marco 1v1 battle. Oh my goodness. Marco able to escape, regen, pop by CW. Does this mean Marco's already used it? Oh, a diamond tap! CW needs one, Super Marco gets away. My God, every little fight.
Woo. I feel like after this game, they're gonna be best friends, man. They are. I mean, like, that kind
maybe not, you know,
I mean, dude, you bonded over a best of 7 like that?
That's true.
You gain respect, man.
They have an even better or more special connection for sure.
Flapteezy jumping forward. Violent Requiem locking few down. That's a lot of damage. Black Shoes as well with a heavy spin. Flapteezy secures it. The heavy spin knocks Keyboy out of the frame. Demonic Force though. Now on the Flapteezy. One more shot should do it. First blood secured by Onyx. Keyboy still onto Owen, who still has the Vengeance, but he gets knocked up. Final slash into the Vengeance. Into Kyrie, one shot, but he's still able to survive. Ogwen turned around now. Still brought back to the team by the Stampede, and it's AP Brand who win in a prolonged team fight.
I mean, that was a very prolonged team fight. I kind of feel like Onyx really wanted that kill because, again, he was right in front of them. Who wouldn't want it? But AP Brand was able to buy enough time for the rest of the team to respond.
Exactly. The thing is, Onyx will manage to go for double lanes this time. That this is the effect of CW winning some of the early stages of the match, of this laning stage, allowed him to get even more gold for his team. This is the main win condition of Onyx. Stat pad this Claude, give all of the things to CW and let him carry the game later on.
Looks like the first item coming in from India is going to be the Enchanted Talisman, going to help up quite a lot during that turtle fight. Well, CW as well as Super Marco, they're really going at it.
Blazing Duet in the bottom lane. Super Marco going to be chunked down. He did get the gold buff, however, and Onyx now tried to look for an angle to attack this bottom side of the map. Meanwhile, Spatial Migration into the Requiem finds a kill in the mid lane onto View. Without the Purify, he was a sitting duck.
Avoid not able to force the final slash or the Purify onto CW. But that was a great pinch coming out from Onyx. They found a reaction coming from AP Brand because there was a massive push in the bottom lane, so naturally you want to defend that, but they cut it off.
Right now, LPC has level advantage onto Kyrie. So, for me, it just signals that the invasion onto Kyrie was definitely worth it. Because Kyrie is... I don't know. This is Kyrie, man. Even with a level disadvantage, I feel like he can still secure the turtles.
Final slash, though, on the Suns. Might force a flicker out with Baptiste jumping in, but he actually instead goes for the round. Brought back! Suns taken out. The flicker with 1 second off. Spatial Migration, though. Locking him down. The turret gets the kill back, and it's a 1-for-1. Now it's Boots, who's rotated over. Demonic Force already used earlier, so now it's going to be resetted. It's going to be on cooldown.
Yep. Nice reset coming out from Keyboy.
Power Nation, wild charge, Blazing Duet, getting him down. Keyboy gets the kill, and CW goes for another wave push in the mid lane with Sans respawning. Kyrie holding the turtle down.
Yeah, right now the turtle has been started. Sans is there. Ogwen,
Chewe,
1-1.
it. It looks like Kyle TZ is going. Yep. I don't know.
Heavy spin. Still has it.
No Demonic Force, Spatial Migration, Valor Requiem, Retribution,
Kaya
Kyle!
lang,
TZ finds it, and even a pin onto Kyrie and AP Bren. Come alive once again. That lead going back and forth.
Ooh, absolutely. AP Brand taking advantage of what they have. They have the heavy spin versus the Guinevere. And Keyboy getting chunked down. Oh my goodness.
What was that kill?
That was Flapteasy.
The fadeaway.
And what he does is, I think there's one thing that I really want to comment about Flapteasy, a very smart move that he made. After he was able to take out the Nether Realm, there's a suppression, right? So he threw his sight, waited for Sans to be not invulnerable anymore, then swings him back with the sights, then gets the kill. And he does it, almost does it again against Keyboy, taking full use of the sights.
We gotta look at the goal lead though, because even though AP Brand has the goal lead, but CW has the goal lead. Oh, before that, Sans getting chunked down. Looks like Ogwen understanding that Sans is not in a good position. He wants to force it and forcing on CW.
Purify now brought back to Ogwen. The vengeance is going to be reset, and he goes back to the Valor Image, and he pops it down. Blazing Duet, but Flapteasy is there to punish. Keyboy, wild charge defensively, and AP Brent take the lead.
Significant lead, as they will be able to take out the turret up top. They get a kill onto CW, who we have been commending to be able to farm out the early stages of the game, but now it's stopped. And AP Bren have the absolute lead in the first 6 minutes of game number 6.
Oh, Flapteasy. Looks like he is not the one getting caught here. He aggresses even though Kyrie was the one initiated.
Yeah, even Keyboy now opens it up. Super Marco getting the turret in the bottom lane. Ogwen poking Keyboy down, doing a good amount of damage.
Yep, right now, AP Brand, they're moving as a unit. Boots is moving around Sans to make sure that Sans is actually able to survive, actually able to farm up.
Look at Marco.
1-1 eh.
Marco is just pushing.
He's alone in the bottom lane. It's a 4v5 for Onyx, but they're not actually going in just yet. They go for it. Spatial Migration, Valor Requiem, locking Ogwen down. That should be a kill. Kyrie picks it up. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, tier 2 should be taken down by Super Marco. Few. So able to pop the glooms in. Demonic Force. Zoning Flapteasy away. Keyboy taken very low. Flapteasy with a good pin down. But the Demonic Force is still on him. Few. Black shoes. Back away. That's Sans flickering forward. Kyrie finds the turtle. Meanwhile, Sans will fall. Flapteasy outplays him under the tier 1.
I mean, he was greedy, man. Like, he really wanted it. And the thing is, he paid for it. Right now, Onyx, even though they won that tournament again, I don't know, man. I feel like losing that tier 2 is gonna hurt Onyx in the long run.
100%. The only good thing that might have came out from that is the fact that they pushed the mid lane. And the fact that they pushed the mid lane means that they have access to better access to the mid lane. And obviously, somebody just can take care of this long lane anyways. That's the only good thing that came out of that. And of course, the goal that they had afterwards. And look at
this is interesting.
CW.
Chewe.
Wow. I'm looking at Boost because usually you see the Flock of Destiny, but he went for the Lightning Truncheon.
Yep. I think I like this build better. Dominance Ice Rush into the Lightning Truncheon. As as the Phobius, you're not that required to actually output the damage anyways. You have the Claude for that, and you have Sans to dive with you. You badly need the dominant size because you're the one to be in the front lines. And AP Bren, with the fact that they have both Ogwin as well as Flapteezy, good sustained heroes, somebody has to really man the front lines and then take over with the dominant size.
I'm very interested to see the Lightning Truncheon on the Phobius. But before that, Kyle TZ finds Kyrie. It looks like they want him.
Heavy spin, but the Valor Requiem cancels it out. Sounds gonna be pinned down through the final slash. Used up another round. Gets Kyrie forward. T-Boy finds a wild charge of few. Gets Kyrie down. CW able to fight. Vengeance still gonna be popped in by Flapteezy as Boost jumps into the back line. Demonic force from Boost. Crossbow attack though for Super Marco. Sans Ghost Bursters in. Super Marco is down. Ogwin jumping in. Another one from Boots. Flapteezy, one last member standing. And Ghost Bursters to shut him down.
Onyx won a big W there. They got a wipeout.
An alpha of AP Bren finding a good jump onto Onyx, almost taking out Kyrie. Sans' ultimate was just pixel perfect.
Oh, Sans, they're blitzing it here.
They're blitzing it, Kyrie's already here.
Kyle's bot, they are giving it away. They're giving it up. Onyx have taken the first lord of the game.
Look at the live coming in from Indonesia. They're excited, man. Right now, Onyx having the lead here. But again, AP Brand, they have showed time and time again, they can fish out that mistake coming in from Onyx. And we've seen quite a few times with Boots. Let's talk about Boots, 2-0 and 5 here, Wolf.
Yes. Was the last one to get into the fight around the Lord area. But his timing was perfect because now he is able to force out Super Marco. And big shoutouts to Kiba with the flicker play, or the wall charge play, in fact, in the previous fight. That is what allowed Onyx to win that fight afterwards.
And looking at the items as well, even though the big goal difference coming in from the Claude as well as the 1-1, but I feel like Super Marco can still dish out the damage. Sans here, he's zoning everyone out. He's just like, I'm a Faramis, choo-choo, I'm gonna hit you.
Choo-choo? Is that what Faramis,
yeah.
Is that the noise, the sound?
Okay. Choo-choo.
I believe you.
I play Faramis a lot, man.
I believe you.
Faramis, the train engine.
Doesn't have the right ring, but you know what, we'll work on it.
The most important item for Boots gets the Winter Truncheon. Able to tank damage coming out of Super Marco. Definitely gonna be able to dive that. And now that's a massive problem.
Spatial migration onto Flap. Final slash, we can Kyrie back, but Flapteezy is still going to be isolated. Kyrie, take him down. Another round play, but the wild charge still connects. Demonic force in the midst of it all. Flapteezy now with a heavy spin. That's still Flapteezy falling down. Boots in the midst of it all again. Now with a Winter Truncheon, he buys it in time. Another demonic force onto the Marco. Boots finds it. CW marches forward. Finds a triple kill.
Oh,
right, Keyboy.
Keyboy, the one to tag that, but I think that this is sacrifice to take the Lord, and nice touch from CW again.
Boots falls as well, the sacrifice necessary. Sans and CW bringing it back. The damage coming through. CW with nature. Ogwin, vengeance. CW guns him down. It's a wipeout. But Flap has respawned. Onyx need to back away.
Okay, what's going on? CW looks angry, man. He doesn't want to back down. He's using a claw, but it feels like he's the Thanos. He wants to sit in front. He wants to deal the damage.
Wow.
CW. He wants to take his family to Japan, and I think that he's doing everything he can to do it. I cannot. It is indescribable the way that he held his ground and knew exactly who can kill him. And the fact that Boots already took out Super Marco with a wonderful Winter Truncheon play, that allowed CW to be unafraid of fighting under the base of AP Bren.
Well, konnichiwa minasan. Onyx right now having a 5.6k goal lead. And CW again, 8-1 and 5. Very, very impressive here. It does look like Onyx now they have the mentality is that they want to get everything from AP Bren in terms of their skills. All of their survivability once is gone. CW is just going to go in and he's going to clean job. Now AP Bren, they're in a position where CW is a problem, but you can't ignore Boots and you can't ignore Sans. Kyrie has not been having a great game, but dude, everyone else around him is moving forward.
Exactly. Even Keyboy with the wild charge usages, the way that he's tanking for his team. And then there's Boots, the proper timing all the time. No contest. They're waiting for 13-10.
Yep, there you go. It's not going to spawn this wave. They'll have a bit more time to prep for it. 1340.
Yep. So now prepping the lane, CW has to be careful because I feel like AP Bren, that's the goal. It's like, yo.
But I feel like
Flap did it. Ogwin, you gotta do it, man. Flap did it. He did. You can catch him. You gotta find a slash. He's gonna be the one that's like, you know, everything's on his shoulders now.
Those gold meteor available for the 1-1.
Whoa. Final
Okay.
side to, oh my God.
Okay, Ogwen. I know what I said, but not like that.
Not like that.
Not like that.
NLT. Not like that.
Hampir aja. Kalau
Right now, the
ke
Lord is marching down mid.
ulti, udah kelar.
Kyrie's down bot. The top lane is coming in a little bit slower, but the mid as well as the bottom, they're gonna crash together.
In sync. Mid lane held down by the barrier. There you go, the three-way push that they built up. Top lane gonna be taken down by CW right now. Baptiste has dealt so much damage, but an Angel gonna be popping in right now as another realm gets used up. CW has the back away. Baptiste has used the Vengeance while charge. No initiation from Onyx. They'll be happy with a base turret. CW is too low for them to go for anything else.
Great play coming out from Flap. Forcing the Vengeance and finding CW, even forcing the Wind of Nature. That's going to be a massive resource that Onyx would not have, but they have to defend for more.
Well, CW is top, but we gotta think about Sans. He doesn't have the net realm anymore. Can Onyx give a force? Oh, Ogwen, that's a big mistake.
Blazing the web from CW right now. The pullback from the Stampede. The demonic force to execute them in the back. Now it's gonna be View dealing some damage, but that's a double kill. Super Marco runs across the whole tank. Out there. That's Keloy with a wild charge to take us to game 7.
There is absolutely no way we can end the M5 World Championship without going all 7 games. Onyx and AP Brand, this isn't a best of 7. Now it's just a best of 1.
And I wish this will go Game 9, Game 11. I wish to see these teams fight against each other time and time again because every single play is just amazing. It's smart, it's amazing, it's mechanically skilled. I'm so entertained.
I'm gonna pass it to the panelists, and let me just say, the question is, I don't think Busk is getting shafted anymore.
I know for sure now we're in game 7. We're going to game 7. Onyx takes game 6, going all the way in hopes of claiming the Golden Road. What a turnaround. A back and forth in the early to mid, and now here we are.
I thought they didn't have it in them, you know? It's easy to lose faith for some of these teams, but I'm just as surprised as all the Onyx fans out there. They found a second win. They're looking cleaner than ever. The fact that Mr. Calvin Winata apparently is aging like fine wine. His laning is getting better and better each and every time he touches the land of Dawn. So I cannot wait to see who our MVP is going to be. Brought to you by the Republic of Gamers. Let's have a look here. I'm just as curious.
For game 6, we're handing it over to Calvin Winata. Stone cold, thumbs up, all according to plan. Amazing. He's able to duel, he's able to own lanes, he's able to threaten after Boots, after Sans, after even Keyboy engages. And that's after a game wherein Kyrie was clearly struggling.
I cannot believe it, you know? From where he came from, and more importantly, the fact that this is not exactly the easiest lane to win. He has been abusing every moment. He's ending with a GPM of 990, 10 off 1,000.
This is as high as it gets in the current metagame. We are far from the days of 2-3 years ago wherein MVPs or even cores would be hitting 1,000 and change. He got this much of gold throughout game 6 because of how Onyx controlled the map. It came in at a turnaround, a rubber band wipeout in the mid game, wherein they so well orchestrated, even after AP Bren pulling out some punches, presenting threats in the early. It's just this lineup right here, this team fighting lineup.
It's insane, right? And I think, you know, the first issue that they have to address is, what do we do against Flap TZ's Thamos, right? We know that the early game is played so perfectly by AP Bren, and the solution to that is, you know what? Take it. Because Thamos' biggest problem is that he runs out of gas, whether in the late game or during team fights, where he is by far, I would say, he's got a time limit on him. In comparison to Boots on this Phobius, who is able to delay and really stretch out, really get the mileage out of the hero, that's when you know that AP Brim were exhausted in fights.
Boots is an unsung hero. You'll see him here making the call. I want to pick up the Winter Truncheon third item and make it count. Yes, he eventually does get punished. Yes, eventually he does overheat, but this is the writing on the wall right here for AP Bren. It was hard for Super Marco to play the way he wants to. It's one thing to try and outplay a Phobius by just walking, but how do you even take the skies?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think, CW in this particular, come on over here. Let me tell you something about Mr. CW himself. Before this, Kages used to rule the world. Kages used to be the one coming in from Onyx, Indonesia. And when they made that first change, it was CW who took that place in the gold lane.
You know what? We saw his 1-1 here, along with the days of his old Melissa. You remember his Melissa?
Oh, yeah. And then he was like, Muddles, and get away from me every single time. He makes it work. And that's the difference. That's the difference maker here, right? From Mr. Calvin Winata. If we start looking at the emblems, we see a deeper story going on here, because immediately it's about itemizing based on the tempo of the game, and that's what a lot of people don't recognize here. When we start to look at, for an example, Sans, he understands that he needs to be able to rotate fast, but more importantly so, having the CDR to build up stacks so that when he has just enough in the early game, hey guys, I can dive, I am willing to die for this, I'll be right back when it happens.
And here's another matchup wherein the Master Assassin really didn't do much to win you the lane. Very early on, Onyx and AP Bren were team fighting, and that's already one emblem null from Super Marco, so he really wasn't able to take advantage of that one bit of extra early percentage damage to try and quell CW's reign here. That's why he's the MVP, is because he was able to make the most of that advantage that he had, wherein it's Onyx playing with numbers. Here you see it ended very, very quickly. Not even enough time for Super Marco to find that window to try and play out of Boots' ult.
Absolutely, and I think, the biggest problem that we're seeing right now in the laning phase, considering that Super Marco should technically won the lane, is the fact that he is not as generous with his battle spells compared to Mr. CW. But even then, right? We look at the items, generally about the same, and of course we've already touched on the Phobius. I was surprised that he didn't go for the Ice Queen's wand, but again, tempo of the game. He's looking to dive, he's not looking to chase.
He already had it on the way. I believe after that Radiant Armor, it would have become eventually an Ice Queen Wand. Again, Rich Guy, 990, carry, 95.4. It's what you can expect when everyone from Onyx is just setting it all up for a big time blazing. And not to mention, Flap was really overloaded here. Now you kind of see how in the games that he actually won with the Tams, it was working, is because AP Bren were able to close the fight out. But when you're on the back foot, when you're up against the ropes, you're just a big dude with a lot of cardio. You're not really punching back as hard.
And we look at the damage dealt, right? CW coming on off top, of course, coming up with 95,000, 85% of the overall Team 5 participation. But the question is, what could have AP Bren done better in these cases, right? And obviously, there were a couple. However, it really comes down to the micro mechanics of it all. The fact that Few was getting chased around in the manner that he did because Keyboy was holding him hostage with that wild charge, making sure that the black shoes were always covered.
One could only theorize, and here's mine, all right? The fact that AP Bren's playing with a Tams, able to come in from the flank and try to stop via damage, again, absorption and dispersion. 2, you have the final slash from Owen, and 3, you have the heavy spin from Kyle TZ. They never really got to break up Onyx formation. Onyx had superior communication here, and that's why after Boots took to the skies, they were the ones left scrambling.
Note the places of which they actually took these fights. A lot of it happening around the river, a lot of it happening around neutral objectives like Lord and Turtle. Even though, yes, it is technically an open and a very enclosed spot to be in, as long as Sans is nearby, that Netherrealm makes all the difference. That extra bit of time makes all the difference for people like Boots, like the Art of Thievery on this claw from CW.
So now we've come to this. Game number 7, all on the line. The last time we were in this situation was about 2 or 3 years ago in Singapore when Brenny Sports went all the way against the Burmese Ghouls. here in the now, the greatest finale. What else is left? It's just a matter of who doesn't overheat. It's just a matter of who doesn't just tilt first and who has better communications. I think, mechanically speaking, these teams have shown that they're the best of the best.
I mean, it's three variables that they have to worry about. The laning stage, the team fight, and most importantly, the heart at the end of the day. Can they coordinate just as well as all of their team members? With that being said, this is going to be the final panelist with me and as well as Leo. It's been good doing good work with you up here on the panel. Oh boy. With that being said, we're going to be throwing it over to a break. And when we come back, the grand finals will conclude.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here now in the Philippines. It has struck 12 midnight, and we are going to a game 7. Let's go! This is the grand finals we want. This is the grand finals we deserve for the final game here again. LaFell, Marco, and Wolf. It could not have gone any other way. This golden road from Onyx, this travel all around the globe for AP Brand, it's gonna be completed in the final game of the day.
You have to work for it, right? Everybody has to work for it. If you look back, everybody's shooting for AP Brand now. If you look back, in their M2 run, it's another best of 7. So every time that Few plays and Flap TZ plays in the grand final so far, it will go to a game 7.
Hey, you're right. Jeep memberships, man, it helps you out in a lot of ways.
That's right.
They are here for endurance, man. And right now, 3-3. I think it's safe to say for us on the desk, whoever takes it, we're satisfied, man.
Oh, yeah.
Game 7 in the best series that we have ever casted in our lives.
Definitely.
Is it?
Exactly. It is true.
Yeah.
Which also makes it ever
With
so
an amazing desk, and by the way, amazing panelists as well. Quick shout outs to Leo as well as Gideon, breaking it down all this while. You guys have been great, but now we're gonna look at the players, man. Look at the trophy. Remember what you're fighting for. Look at that trophy, Mirko. Does that not spark emotions?
It does. It sparks more than emotion. Hard work, dedication, everything put the entire year to build up to this one moment. For Onyx, the golden road lies ahead. For AP Bren, the world tour shall be completed with one game victory.
It's gonna be the most nerve-wracking game for sure for everyone. The winner will celebrate so much, but the losing team, how do they recover from that? Game 7, the World Championship awaits, and it is totally intense for anyone.
All I can say is, we're gonna bring our best. The players are gonna bring their best because the energy from the crowd here, they've been here since what? This is like what, 7-8 hours now?
Yeah,
that's right.
They're still strong. And looking at all the players at this point, I'm even questioning what is going through their brains, if anything is going through their brains at this point. I wonder if it's all just muscle memory, man.
It has to be. At this point, it's mental, it's mechanics. Everything goes down here.
Well, this is the best of the best. This is the final draft of the day. We're jumping to draft game number 7. AP Brand against Onyx. Who wins this one will be the world champions.
Right off the bat, we can see the Guinevere gonna be banned out. It's the last ban. 1-1 also banned out. But does this mean AP Brand will take the Fredrin immediately, or Arlet? As we know for sure, Arlet has been the favorites of AP Brand. But Matilda also banned out. Kind of makes me think, yeah, surely Bruno or the Fredrin should be the pick here for AP Brand.
I almost feel like you got to set up for that Claude, man. Either you're going to use it or you're going to go against it, because both Super Marco as well as CW, which in my personal opinion are the standouts for this tournament, they're really showing up with the Claude. And I kind of feel like it's going to be picked up in the first phase. If you ran, pick up the Frederick.
The Faramis is the typical answer for Onyx this time. Maybe they pick up the Claude with that. Or maybe they take up the Bruno. Bruno Faramis or Claude Faramis. No reason not to pick it up if you're Onyx.
Yeah, especially considering they might be up against either a Claude or a Brody. Two heroes that up against the NetherRealm will struggle. Onyx can definitely go for the Faramis here with, I mean, just take a look at the bans, right? Just throughout this series, the progress that we've seen. AP Brent started out with just Bio heroes.
Kadita!
It's a Kadita for Sans. It's an Indonesian hero.
E-boy.
Oh, you're right. That
We're
flex
talking
potential.
about Onyx. We're talking about Onyx.
Oh my goodness. Do you still want to go Lilia for AP Brand, or do you want to pick up the... I mean, the Bruno is good. Faramis plus Fredrin though, that's a valid option here for AP Brand because it's a classic combo. Decent versus the Kadira. There it is. Maybe they close it out with the Arlet.
Here's the thing, man. I kind of feel like that Kadira pick was forcing that Fairness pick because it's a good answer, right? Kadira goes in, wants to burst. What does the Fairness do? Cancels out that burst. So this Kadira feels like a bait, man.
Yep.
Something about this doesn't seem right.
The art of
Brody,
miracle.
a very early Brody here from maybe Brand. I mean, it did work before. It's instantly answered by a Terizla. Onyx are going in for their signature picks. Or the picks that work.
I'm looking at the draft here, and I kind of feel like Onyx, they want to have a very solid front line. I feel like they want to go in. I feel like they want to pick up the pressure. They want to pick up the tempo, not letting AP Brand time to think. Because AP Brand is a very disciplined team.
That's right.
And if you break up their systematic, and I would say if you break their formation, maybe at a game 7. In a best of 5, you can't do it. In a best of 3, you can't do it. In a best of 5, in a best of 7, that's where you see the cracks.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because you've seen so much games, you've seen so much, you've battled against him so much, and you even mentioned like CW versus Super Marco, they might have developed their own relationship in that gold game because of how many times they have poked each other out. It's a very likely option here. AP Brand, gonna be looking for some bans on the marksman for sure. Like the Claude still is a good ban for AP Brand because you don't want to give that out, and also maybe the Bruno.
There's no time to chit-chat.
They banned on the Gord anyways.
They're seeing this pick as suspicious as well.
Yeah.
This might be it. But if they ban out too many mid laners, maybe Sans just like, yeah, no, I can't use the Kadira, no worries.
That's the beauty of using the flex pick here in Game 7, right? Meanwhile, for AP Brand, they've gone for solid picks in their own roles. For the Brody, the Faramis, and the Fredrin.
Yeah.
I would say the Fredrin can be flex, but for AP Brand particularly, we've never seen it at M5.
Yeah.
We've seen it multiple times into the mid lane even in ISF.
Yes. How about the Dairoth here for Onyx as a ban? Because we know for sure that the Dairoth is great versus the Baksha. That'll be pick up, and obviously the Novaria from a few.
Yeah, we gotta look at both players' most used hero, 71% win rate. For the Valentina for San, 77% win rate. Novaria for few. Again, very impressive heroes where we saw doing quite well in this game so far. The stats is on the screen here. I'm looking at Onyx banning out the Grok as well.
Yep. My inference here is that it is a hero that can be used against the Kadira in a way that you spot out where the Kadira is. It's a push checker. I don't know if that's a proper word, but yeah.
It is now. You sit it on the world stage and what? 4 million people watching?
That's right.
If we can go up to 6, that would be amazing. But the final ban here, coming in from AP Brand, we will see if Brand wins. If Brand wins, I'll propose to my girlfriend.
W-Mans.
W-Mans.
Wait.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
Do it now.
Why are you waiting?
Projection, right?
Yes.
You gotta imagine it.
Either way, do it now, man. Do it now. But Lilia getting banned out as well. They're really not taking the bait here. They do feel like this might be a key boy, Kadida. Now that they see this Brody, do they pick up the Bruno or do they still want the Claude?
Claude is going to be a solid option for Onyx, but if they don't pick up their gold layer now, I think they might be eyeing for something like a Harith.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
It's a good hero. Maybe they pick it last. So now it means that they might pick up...
Happy anniversary, by the way.
Yep.
Happy anniversary.
They might pick up something like Edith here.
Oh!
It's the Faramis, of course.
1% ban pick rate, 100% win rate.
That's right.
And it's against a Faramis, against a Brody, 2 heroes that struggle against a Yves.
That's right.
This is what happens in a long series, man. You wait to hold on to your ace.
Exactly. You exhaust everything and then
Bad Mirko?
I'm sorry.
Nani?
I said 4-0 something, remember?
You're not fair. You're not fair. Fair.
You're fair. That's true. Oof. Okay, now you're gonna be looking for maybe a roamer, maybe a rupee actually for AP Brand because it can check the waves. Minotaur is also open. That's also a valid hero going up against Eevee. I mean, you don't get some of the real world manipulation, but at the same time, you stop him from doing it. So they Edith, they go Edith and the Khalid. So this leaves us with a gold laner. Will it be Harith? But that might be an overload of magic damage.
Yeah.
So they might just go standard. Go for Claude.
Yeah, go for standard, man. This is game 7.
Game 7.
You don't want to leave it up to chance. If they do pick up the Harif, then again, keeping their ace in their sleeve.
No, Bruno or Claude.
Yeah, Bruno or Claude, definitely.
I think Bruno, more consistent damage. Claude can do the same thing, technically, with a lot of pressure there they have already, but CW is feeling it. CW is feeling it after an MVP performance in the previous game.
What did he do? He went in their base and he said, fight me, fight CW. He took that fight, he got that wipeout. I mean, at this point, you got the momentum. Don't stop. This is for the World Championship.
And the thing is, if you're looking at to compare both of the lineups, we know for sure that this Brody composition from AP Bren is very strong at the early to the mid game. Come late game though, Deceive with the Claude, and then you have the Kadira factor. It's gonna be hard to control the map. AP Bren, they might win this best of 7. They should win this best of 7 only with their standard playstyle, their early game.
To everyone tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last game of the M5 World Championship, where either the Golden Throne will be completed or the World Tour be completed. We're jumping into the game where this game will determine the World Champions.
There's no other way to see it happen. One last time. Rizal Memorial Coliseum, give it up for the two teams!
Now, T-Boy as well as Ogwen, man-to-man defense, looking at each other here. Looks like this time AP Bren is opting not to go aggressive into the jungle. Kyrie, for once, will have an easier time farming up to level 4.
So now we have to go for the Purify, knowing that he can be gone upon by Ogwen. And obviously, FlapTZ can go for the Flicker plays. We know. I can eliminate the Goldaner easily. So Wind of Nature might be rushed here by CW. Maybe his third item, or maybe fourth.
Okay, some damage placed down. Quick Sand Guard gets him a bit more HP. Kyrie already looking for an invade. KalTZ is able to clear it out. Just a big one though. Kyrie looking for a little small one. Retrieves it, gets level 4, and pokes KalTZ, getting Boots a bit more prio in the bottom lane.
And again, we got to look at how Sans and Keyboy, I got to say this duo has been doing well for Onyx, but the same can be said for Few as well as Ogwen. I do feel like with the composition that they both have, the mid duo is going to be a very big impact in this game.
Speaking of the mid duo here for Keyboy as well as Sans, it's a tricky duo because you clear the waves fast, but you don't necessarily stay in that lane. It's going to be up to Onyx on how they utilize this, Keyboy, Kadira. And at the same time, AP Bren, they don't have the best heroes to kind of check the bushes. Maybe KalTZ could be there, but of course Few can save his teammates, but they're not built for this Kadira.
Few able to pull them in, but not that much damage. Both Sans as well as Boost just want that level 4. KalTZ already leashing the turtle in a position where he can cancel at any moment. Kyrie thinks about it. Both Boost as well as Sans, now level 4.
Doing the same thing. Kyrie with the shield unity into the back right now, able to connect it onto Ogwen, who has the Earth Shatter. And now the onward. Towards the point Sans. FlapTZ finds him, the real revelation. First blood secured by FlapTZ. Another round coming down as Boost deals some damage. Retribution battle still for Kyrie, but Few finds it, and that's gonna be a skill from Keyboy. Ogwen with the Primal Wrath, the Praisers Wrath! Ogwen gets the kill onto Keyboy, and Onyx loses out in the first turtle fight.
Oh yeah, definitely AP Bren won the turtle, won the fight. This is the usual story of this best of 7. Look at AP Bren to win the early.
Yes. It's the early game for AP Bren all the time. They're the masters of the early game that we saw all throughout this M5. Every time that they win, they destroy their enemies in the early stages. And I gotta say, FlapTZ started the charge once again, going in for the Flicker play. In fact, they have poked Sans. Sans forced to use the Flicker and the real-world manipulation to try to keep himself alive. But in the end, during the turtle fight, he was a non-factor. And it's all thanks to FlapTZ.
And now looking at the item builds here, the Claude has to delay a little bit just because he has to build a little bit of defense, but Boots getting attacked here.
Look at that burst, my goodness. Ghost Bursters as well, Boots, defensive penalty zone, KalTZ dives, Flicker, out. Real world manipulation, popped down by Sans. Ogwen, just posturing, zoning Boots away. Meanwhile,
looks like CW just wants to farm up safely here. And again, Onyx, they have to find a way to slow down the game while AB Brand has to figure out how to get these objectives because they've been getting the kills. They got the turtle. The faster they can get the outer turrets, the more space they're going to deny from Keyboy.
However, few with 2 assists and a lot of late prio. Able to get to level 6. It's actually almost a level ahead of Suns. Gonna be waiting for that. That's a massive lead that AP Brand has. More resources, more EXP means that in the early stages of the game, yeah, surely they have the advantage and they can team fight. And eventually, they will activate Super Marco. Fortunately for Onyx, the turtle is onto the bottom lane where Super Marco is not at. It means that they might not suffer from the Brody, but at all the same, Onyx, they don't have the best tools to go up against AP Brand anyways.
Yep, and now we're looking at a turtle. Kyle Teasy initiated. Kyrie finds Flap. The Flap just wants to wait a little bit of time. He sees Suns.
Works him down. There's a good amount of damage. Calteezy as well there. Both junglers at level 7. Flap on the turtle. No quick sand guard this time round. Kyrie picks up the gold buff. Meanwhile, up top, there's also a little bit of a gank. Ogwin gonna be caught. Taken down. Kyrie versus Flap versus Kyle, and it's Flap who takes it. Kyrie brought back to the team in the Shadow Stampede. The real world manipulation, not enough to take it down. Kyrie with the juke.
Whoa!
And that is a trade. 1 kill up top for a turtle for AP Brent.
Kyrie is one of the only junglers that can play a utility hero like an assassin.
Not only did he thread the needle, he gets out and into safety. Unfortunately, he still missed the retribution. So, still massive coming out from AP Brand. Almost a free turtle, if you think about it, because they didn't lose anything. At the same time, Onyx had to just back down after all their investments that they did.
Few in the mid lane, very low, NetherRealm. Popped in, Kyrie brought back to the team and onward. They're shattered. Now, connecting bomb, game high! With a rough wave! Ogwin falling, Few as well! Now it's Kyle! With an Abraser's Wrath! Keyboy fights the enemy! Another one on the Marco! Oh! But Sans picks him up!
This is why I say, man, Super Marco, as well as CW, they're developing a relationship. Super Marco came in and was like, I want to go down, but you're going to come with me.
And that's a positive trait, obviously, for Onyx, as they switch back toward their side. They give two assists to CW, 1 kill after that. Eventually, he died, but that's all good for a Claude who's looking for farm in this early stage of the game. Most importantly, they have punished Kyle Teasy, and Onyx have recovered. It's gonna be good for the Delusion squad.
Hey, I just want to say, man, this time they're picking up the pace. Both teams are fighting, I would say, in a faster tempo here. Both teams are finding the mistakes, and this is what happens in the best of 7. Keyboy, I gotta say, very good counter engage.
Wonderful.
Coming in from AP Brand is like AP Brand, it strikes, but then Keyboy is just like, I'm just waiting for you guys to clump up.
And look at
I want to deal maximum damage.
Look at his position right now. He's trying to pin down Super Marco without the flicker. Does have the petrify. Super Marco not feeling so confident, walking towards that bush. And that's a smart decision on his part.
I mean, at this point, he doesn't want to get wet, man. Like, he smells something, and he's like, I'm smelling a fish.
Kyrie smelling an engage. Flapteezy jumps forward, a petrify. He knocks Flapteezy out, but he's still able to get out in time. The quick sand card buys him a little bit more time. CW able to bat away with a battle mirror image, but he did just bait out a raging sandstorm and a quick sand guard.
That's good enough because Miss Sands can pop the ultimate this time.
No petrify this time though for Keyboy. CW no blazing duet. Flapteezy jumping forward on the Sans, doing a bit more damage. CW trying to turn it around. Earthshatter, Ogwin compromised.
Oh, look
onward,
at the turtle.
Out turtle. Calteezy finds it. A beautiful retribution, a beautiful macro play by AP Brett.
Looks like Onyx, they just want to get some kills. They don't really want to contest with the turtle because we saw that they are basically avoiding the turtle. They just want to go in. They want to get Super Marco down. Speaking of Super Marco, looks like Keyboy has to use the rough ways to escape.
We see AP Bredna pushing the envelope up top.
Blazing duet on the Super Marco. Still able to disengage for now. Punts in the stacks to zone TW away. Does the same to Kyrie, and Boots is waiting in that bush. Flapteezy needs to back off. And Onyx and AP Brent, both these teams.
Look at Kyle Teasy. He's taking advantage of this chaos. He's like, hey, if you guys want to go up top, I'm going to go to your purple buff.
It's a massive win. The retribution, he steals it. AP Brent are making micro moves that eventually pile up. And now it's great macro from AP Brent. They have regained the lead because of the small things that they have done. And And they are doing it cleanly.
Oh yeah, very clean. Right now, Onyx, it looks like they're being more responsive than being proactive. Whatever AP Brand is doing, they want to counter it for better or for worse. And AP Brand, I kind of feel like they're starting to understand the mentality coming in from Onyx. So if you guys are waiting for us to make a move, well, we're going to give you the sleight of hand. We're going to show you the left side while we take something from the right.
Proteus up top. That means Onyx might go for the push here. But Flap TZ ever so on point with the defense. And AP Brand are just denying everything away from Onyx. Onyx just can't catch a break.
Look at the position from Onyx. Everyone is on one side of the map.
Sans now engaged on right now, not able to pop anything in time, and falls. Keyboy in the midst of it all, petrified, rough waves, taunted up, cancelled out, too bad! Kyle Teasy shuts Keyboy down. A turn of our memory onto Kyrie, who pops in that Tortoise's Poissons, and AP Bren now with a significant advantage in the mid-game.
The mental distress, man, is getting to Onyx.
That's right.
Sans now making mistakes.
And the problem there for Sans as well as Keyboy is that they're not tanky heroes. They're eliminated easily. They didn't have their flickers. And the thing is, the Lord was already respawning during that time, so every single move that Onyx did in that fight is a mistake. And AP Bren punishes with the Lord take.
Right now, AP Bren 3,400 gold lead. Onyx, they have CW on the squad. It's possible. But AP Bren, I don't feel like they want to wait that long. They're waiting for that point where Onyx will concede a team fight, and then they might try to push to end.
Stampede, Kyrie with the flank. A weird angle, an off angle to catch AP Bren off. The Purify gonna be used up by few. CW claims the orange buff. Keyboy gets out of the taunt. Lord spawning back in the land of Dawn, this time on AP Bren's side of the map.
It'll be the defense for Onyx. Fortunately for them, they have all the tools to defend. They have an Eve. And this is something that they can use to bridge the early game to the mid game. At this time, Onyx needs to go full anti-disaster protocol now. They need to just regain their part of the map at least. And they can use the Eve for that one.
So Marco able to get the turret up top. Kyrie so far is taking the opportunity of AP Bren setting everything up for him to farm for himself, because he understands that he needs to get as tanky as possible.
Hold up, that turret, ooh, still kept alive by Onyx. Now looking at the mid lane, tier 1, Boots holding it down, but the turret should fall. Tier 1 over to AP Bren.
You see that move coming out from Kaltizi, zoning out the members of Onyx by just literally walking down, and AP Bren are taking an easy turret in the middle. Further increasing their lead to 4K, and of course they're gonna get another turret. Now Onyx, their base falls.
This is not looking good for Onyx. You can hear the cheers coming in. AP Bren has the energy coming in from the crowd. Boots goes in, Kyrie as well.
Does the same, now taunted up. Brought back to the team. Tortoise Poisson's gonna be used up. Kyle Teasy has the Appraiser's Rat, gets chunked down. Penalty down by Boots. Flap Teasy, Reggie Sands to the back. Keyboy looking for a flag right now. Goes in, but doesn't find anyone. Rough waves, only onto one. Boots brought back once again. Ogwen, conceal, Earth Shatter to lock Boots down. Kyle doing the same thing. Keyboy with the oddity. Kyle Teasy with the knock up. Ogwen with the follow-up. And that's the Earth Shatter to lock Onyx down.
Onyx, they made a move. That was a brave engage. Everything went right, but the damage was not enough.
Mid lane base turret at risk of getting taken down. One more shot. Two base turrets. 10 seconds on the clock for Keyboy. 6 for Boots.
Admirable coming out from Onyx to go for the play. Because Boots landed a beautiful penalty zone, but they didn't have the damage. And Sans was sitting back. In fact, CW was babysitting Sans during that time because he knows that the Khalid will eventually jump and they needed to punish. What that meant is that after the jump coming out from Boots, there wasn't any follow-up damage. Even the real-world manipulation is not enough because the Nether Realm is available. So Onyx tried to go for the play, didn't have the items to back it up, and unfortunately lost so much because of that gamble.
AP Bren now doing the Lord as Kyrie.
1 against 3.
Oh no!
Brought back and taken down. Onyx on the brink. And AP Bren capitalized. Now onto Boots. DPZ. Keyboy with the oddity. With the rough waves. The Netherrealm saves him. CW with a Purify. AP Bren are running Onyx down. Keyboy gets another South blows. Super Marco has slain the mid lane.
There's no defense. Sans is down for 30 seconds. There's a fat minion of waves in the bottom lane, and they have the Brody.
Mid lane gonna be cleared up right now by Boots. He's still holding on to the bottom wave.
The
Gonna clear
base!
out as well.
They're gonna end
looking for the
this.
base. They're looking for the base. AP Bren, the Sky Kings have been taken down. The Golden Road being down. Bren, Lang, Malakas!
The host country has never won a World Series. Look to the stage. They kept the trophy here. They continued the domination. They are the Curse Breakers, the two-time World Champions. They are AP Red. It's a pleasure working with you, gentlemen. My name is Abel. Alongside with me, Wolf and Marco. It's a pleasure serving all of you here. But now we are throwing it over to Mara with our world champions.
Congratulations to